streamed, and
Okay.
nothing happened.
Yeah,
So.
nothing happened. Yep, we're good.
Yeah.
All right, we are live. And this game, this was just a scrim, guys. Don't worry. Don't worry. We were just scrimming. Everything will be scrubbed soon enough. You did not see this. But, you know, I'll go up to the desk really quick with nobody here. Let's briefly, Stan V, why don't you walk us through this game? I'm just gonna focus on you for now to make give our
All right,
other
okay.
desk members a break.
Okay, yes, a little action, but we're back. We have here Calgary against Seattle. An interesting game today. You know, Calgary having their full lineup with a new acquisition of Browder, so they're looking very solid. And J4 and Arax not present for Seattle, so very interesting to see what Seattle's going to do here against this very strong CGY team today.
And it's game time. Wow, that was a great desk. Thank you, Stan V, for that wonderful segment.
No problem.
As he said, 2 new acquisitions. Jed Wando for the Geagles and Browder for the Calgary Wings. Third acquisition for Seattle, J4 not making his appearance, and perhaps the most impactful acquisition of the trade deadline, will be out for the week due to, you know, an injury that he suffered in week 4. But anyway, play back underway. Here is HYJS in the corner, pulling it back past Glunnyboo. Glunnyboo will swat that one down, and suddenly a 2-on-1 developing for the Wings is expertly shut down by the defensive maestro ohLuvv, who's having his best season. Here's Missia with a pullback, looks for the lane from the blue line, but misses wide. ohLuvv takes care of him behind the net, but hits it too far. Bugged will possess it now for Calgary. Waypex on the ice. Seemingly early here, but no. 45 seconds of elapsed. That's a normal time to change. Here's ohLuvv. Goes up the ice. Gets JR Goof off the bench with the pass. JR looking to make something happen now. Gets past Mason. Jado defending him in the corner. Trying to pry it out of his hands. Mason will help him out. And Calgary storms down the ice now. Mason across. Looking for Waypex. Jedwado and Molog 4 get their ankles broken, and Waypex's shot is gloved down by MF Rayado. If Waypex had finished that shot, that would have been a highlight reel goal for sure. Just lost 2 defenders in the blink of an eye. Here's JR Goof working with it at the point. Puts the moves on, looking for the P3, but they read it. Waypex with the block, and he'll steal. We'll try to take it up the ice. It's no good. JR Goof to Jedwando. Jedwando looking for the shot. Browder makes a nice save, his first as a Calgary Wing this season at least. As we know, Browder was a Calgary Wing last season. Had a lot of ups and downs, so it's really going to depend on Browder if this Calgary team has it in him to win a second cup.
It's all in the mental for them. I know that. I know that well enough, all right.
Absolutely. Here's Missia for Bugged off the face-off, and Calgary strikes first.
Damn. I mean, yeah, a great little face-off play right there from Misha into Bugged, and finds that far side and opens up the scoring really quickly in comparison to, you know, the first little scrim. A good opening, and the floodgates might now open.
And Bugged has been a standout here for Calgary, signed to a pro contract directly off of his amateur deal. Wasn't developed in the Calgary system. I believe he was a Orlando Storm prospect. Became a UFA, and he has proven himself as an effective BHLer here at Calgary. Lining with Missia and Glunnyboo is definitely as easy as it's going to get, but still. Impressive showing for the rookie. Here's HYJS looking for Sir Jeremy out in the slot. A narrow miss there for Calgary as ohLuvv handles it in the neutral zone. Bugged gives him hell, though. Sir Jeremy will try to help, but it seems he has some internet issues. Here's Glunnyboo. Calgary failing to stop Sir Jeremy in the neutral zone. He makes it all the way into their own zone where Glunnyboo will take possession and regroup. Gets through Sir Jeremy. Excellent scoop there, but Calgary just couldn't set up the play. Here's Glunnyboo up to Missia. Missia back across. Bugged with the P3 setup. Much better setup there. But unable to get it through still is Calgary. Here's Sir Jeremy. A series of pullbacks beats Missia, but Browda Fen comes way out of his net to make that save. Doesn't even register as a shot. Here's ohLuvv trying to hit HYJS in the slot. Glenny Boo will take it and steal. Glenn down the ice. Back check by ohLuvv well. ohLuvv and Glenny Boo will wrestle for it behind the net. Glenny Boo looking for Bugged in the slot. He'll get the shot away, but it's just a hair wide. JR Goof shooting on his own goalie. MF Rayado obviously, hopefully making that save. Here's Wapex with it in the neutral zone. Puts the moves on JR Goof, but Jed Wando back checking from behind. Able to hit the puck off his stick. Here's Jed with it in the neutral zone. Loses it to Maspin. Up for Wapex. Looks for the shot. And MF Rayado stands tall. I don't think Wapex got all he wanted on that shot. Just a light tap for MF Rayado is all it took. Here's Molong 4 up for Jed Wando. Wapex crouches, steals, looks to go up the ice with it. Down the near boards. Wapex with JR Goof on him. JR behind his own net. Wapex outclassing him though. Gets the pullbacks off, looking for that far side. And MF Rayado says no. Still with possession now is the Calgary Wings as they hit it away from Jed Wando behind his own net. Jed out for Molong, and he'll finally be able to relieve some of the pressure. Wapex putting it right back on, though, in the corner. Wapex having an outstanding game so far. Putting the moves on Jed Wando, almost getting around JR Goof, but ohLuvv off the bench, able to save him as Wapex was barreling towards that slot looking for the optimal angle. Puck is back for Glenny Boo now. Calgary putting on all the pressure in the back half of this first period so far. JR Goof, no match for Missy on the corner, who tries to find Bugged. No use. He whiffs over it. Missia still has it. Takes the P3. It's off the post, and MF Rayado scrambles back for it. HYJS goes the other way off the pass from Rayado. Tries to find Sir Jeremy, but he's defended well by Calgary. Sir Jeremy looking for a slot or a shot to the far post. That won't make it to the net. Glenny Boo taking it back for Calgary as a momentary lapse of defense there almost results in Sir Jeremy getting a shot. Here's Bugged. Down the ice. Seattle able to defend it well. ohLuvv goes back down the boards. On offense here now. The defenseman looking to rush the net. Won't get there as Mason pigs it away. He'll go the other way himself. Looks for Bugged up the middle. And Sir Jeremy swats it away. Sir Jeremy, a.k.a. rated a cup champion with Houston last season. Playing pretty well for the Seattle team. He's a very effective role player. Here's HYJS up for ohLuvv. ohLuvv to the middle. Sir Jeremy fires from half court. Browda Fen, an easy glove there. As ohLuvv tries to get it out of the corner for one last offensive push from Seattle. But it's no good. Calgary up 1-0 to start this game. And we'll head back up to our desk for the intermission report.
Hello everybody, welcome back. 1-0 Calgary so far. They also lead in the shot department 4-2. Pretty much all Calgary so far this game. I saw Seattle get a couple chances, don't you? I'll go to you first. Obviously, I think you're very familiar with this Sir Jeremy, the third character, this rated character. He's looked okay out there, honestly, but he seems to be missing a lot of chances. Do you think he'll actually be able to pot one tonight? Because it looks like he could be an actual impact player if he stopped whiffing.
I mean, he always finds a way eventually, but like he kind of is shooting right in front of the net, and I mean, he blamed it on his cold hands when I asked him. So I mean, I'm sure he'll be able to figure it out with like the second quarter or the third.
Yeah, hopefully he'll be able to warm up his hands. I don't think that'll be that hard. You know, just run it under some hot water. I can't talk. Stanvey, we'll go to you next. So Calgary playing quite well out there, leading in the shot department and just kind of all around dominating this game. Wapex out there, you've played with him before, just an absolute dominant force. What does he need to do to keep that up against that Seattle second line?
I mean, he's been playing good, putting up some good pressure, but maybe, you know, he's getting a bit too overconfident on those plays. He tries to instantly go for a shot off the corners, and maybe if he takes his time a little bit more and finds that shot, because, I mean, he's just dominating that whole offensive zone for the whole period. So if he can take his time a bit more and just place his shots, places mech, he's definitely going to score a few more in this game.
Definitely agree. Rob, we'll go to you next. Obviously, Seattle looking a little bit rough out there. I don't know about their line combinations. I know obviously Jaden's not here tonight, but they swapped up that first line, that JR Goof, Only Burb, and
Yeah.
I forgot who else was usually on that
Yeah,
line.
they
H's.
had a few good looks, like good passes up the ice that could have resulted in a big chance, but they weren't really able to get the finishing touch. And it was really that was the margin, right? Just not getting that last shot towards the net. So I don't want to say they're like totally out of the game, but yeah, Calgary definitely looked like the better team. I think they're going to win, but I think Seattle could definitely get a goal here if they keep getting chances like that.
Definitely agree, but I'm going to send it back up to our commentary.
We are back for the second period. Sir Jeremy back across looking for HYJS. Only Burb receives the swat from Calgary, but isn't able to make anything of it. Glunnyboo goes the other way. Hounded by HYJS in the corner. He's able to get it out to neutral ice where Missia will receive it. Tries the middle pass for Bugged, but is crowded by Sir Jeremy. Puck bounces back out to Only Burb in the neutral zone. Tries to get a shot through Glunnyboo. HYJS will take a second try. It's no good. Glunnyboo back out of his zone. It's out to OnlyBurb, who tries the cross for Sir Jeremy. Gets it through Missia. Looks for the P3. Gets past Browdefen, but just not on net. Once again for Rated. Here's Glunnyboo down the ice. Missia will take it on the boards. He's got a fight with OnlyBurb. OnlyBurb, dangerous play into his own goalie there. Missia will take it behind the net. He's got it in the corner. Puck battle behind Seattle's net continues to rage on. JR Goof relieving the pressure after Missia misplayed it. JR back to the far boards. He's met by Wapex off the bench. He's going to be on high stam, able to outspeed JR Goof here. Gets away from him. Into the corner now as Wapex gets the slot shot out. Jado's there! And it did MF Rayado save that? Yes, he did. Jedwando goes the other way. He's got a chance. It's pinged away by Browdefen. I believe Wapex put a stick on it. Put it right into his own goalie. And that could be a viable strat. We've seen it a couple times this game. If you know the other team is going to get a shot on goal, just to put it where you know the goalie's going to save it. But that'll be offsides on Mason.
Yeah, I mean, just continuous pressure from CGY. It's very hard to contest, especially when your player's down and you're against this type of team. You really have to lock down defense.
Here's
to get
Wapex
anything
in the
out of it.
slot. No good as Jado's too far behind it. JR Goof's defending the slot here. Passes it right to Mason, who tries to pummel one towards the net from deep. And MF Rayado doesn't even have to touch that one. Here's Molong out to JR Goof, the shallow cross for the clear, but it's right to Mason again, and MF Rayado continues to dazzle here for Seattle. He's got 6 on the night, 6 for 7. Here's JR Goof. I'm sorry, I can't. Funny number. I have to laugh. Here's Molong 4. In the corner with Wapex. Gets it out for JR Goof. Open ice, and JR Goof just whiffing over it. He'll just stand there with the puck as his team changes and neutral ice. Sir Jeremy will take the torch from him. Glunnyboo quickly getting it out of the corner. Tries to cross for one of his teammates, but only Burb receives that pass instead. He'll try to go up the near boards. Glunnyboo meets him there. Gets Missia in the middle, and MF Rayado stones him with the glove. He'll pass to Only Burb. Only Burb up for Sir Jeremy again, looking to edge out Glunnyboo. Looks to get around it, but just doesn't have the angle. It's so hard to get around Glunnyboo. He is an excellent defensive defenseman. Ever since he was drafted first overall in, I believe, S26 by this Calgary team, he has been a stud.
Yeah, he's been fantastic so far. And I mean, honestly, this Seattle team really cannot get any offense going on this team, including on Glenn, except for, I guess, Rated, which is unfortunate because, you know, you really can't generate much offense.
I mean, they're really
with
trying.
this, unfortunately. They are trying. They're getting some
Sir
shots
Jeremy, a
off
good
here.
chance there out of the corner. Not able to finish that one. Bugged out of the corner. Gets past Only Burb on the forecheck, but it doesn't make it very far. Glunnyboo beat by HYJS on the boards, or puck slipped past him rather. Glenn able to clear. HYJS back to retrieve. Puts it right back in the corner, but Glenn right back out once again. Tries to find someone up the near boards. Maybe he's just dumping it to change. I'm unsure. It does look like Calgary's going to change. Jado tries a shot off a misplay for Bolong behind his own net, but MF Rayado makes the easy save. JR Goof right to Wapex, and Wapex will take it and run with it. Into the corner he goes. Calgary looking to mount their attack. Wapex looking for that slot shot from out of the corner. Sorry, I was going to say pass, but he fooled me. Mason tries to find him up the ice. It's picked off by Molong, who tries to get it up for his new teammate, Jed Wando. Jado down the ice. Wapex now receiving that pass. Gets it past Molong. 4 on the boards. He's going to have an opportunity in the corner, but just misplays it, and Molong is able to swat it away from him. Wapex still behind the net with JR Goof on him. Trying to get the pass out. JR gets the better of him. Gets it up for Jed Wando on the near boards, but he loses it as Mason pokes it away to his teammate Jado, but he'll dime JR Goof up at the point, but again, JR unable to generate any offense out of that. Jado across, wide open, Wapex shoots, and Mefrayado, what a save from Seattle's rookie netminder, and he keeps this a 1-goal game with a dazzling glove.
You know, ever since these new acquisitions and trades from Seattle, I feel like there's a bit of that spark.
Oh, watch
is
out,
gone
JR
from the
Goof
original.
from deep, and Browda Fen able
original
to
team.
save that one. Sorry, continue.
I feel like the initial spark from the Seattle team is kind of dissipated from what they originally had.
And
oh
ohLuvv
my God!
somehow able to sneak that one
Yo,
through.
I gotta
And
talk more, bro, apparently.
I apologize for the low energy on the call, but that was just a very surprising shot. ohLuvv threads the needle there, and Seattle's got their first of the night.
I mean, that's not one you want to see going in, but I mean, I guess it was a good little sprint hit from Bird, but
That is a
I mean, I
classic
don't really know
Browda
how.
Fen goal.
Yeah, I don't know how they got that one off, but yeah, as I was saying, like the spark is just not the same as it was like these first few games for Seattle. But I mean, hey, if they can generate these little luck goals, and well, why not, bro? No complaints.
Sometimes he's lights out. Sometimes that happens. It's,
Yep.
the Browda Fen experience, and we're tied here in Calgary. Missia will take an FOV. Bugged will be taking the face-off for them now. HYJS lining it up, trying to get a play going for Seattle here, but ohLuvv will just take it back and kill it as Calgary snuffed any chance of Seattle catching him off guard with a second goal. But that'll be it for the second period. We'll go back up to our desk for our second intermission report.
Welcome back, everybody. Second intermission now. Game is tied at 1, surprisingly. Shots still in favor for Calgary, 10-4, and like I said, very surprising goal there from Seattle, as now the game is tied. Also, Rob, will start with you this time. Obviously, Seattle, obviously able to tie the game, but I still don't think they're playing very well at all. Do you think they'll be able to actually somehow maybe win out here, perhaps?
Look, it's hard to say. Calgary are getting a lot more chances, but like I said, Seattle are sending dangerous pucks, and Calgary are just barely clicking it away. I said that in the first period as well. In the second period, we see Seattle got a goal, right, off a puck sent into the zone. So, I think Calgary will still win, but the Seattle team is better than what I think some people expected.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I honestly think, I mean, Seattle had that magic at the beginning of the season, and looks like they kind of had that magic there in that goal. Stanvey will go to you next. Calgary, obviously, still just dominating. What do they need to do to just, I guess, keep themselves in this game and make sure they don't really flounder and lose this game?
I don't know. The first period, they just kept it in their zone a lot, and then in the second one, they looked kind of dry on their chances. I don't know. That doesn't look like they're very confident out there. And I mean, Bird's having a fantastic game right now, but yeah, I don't know. The chances are just kind of whack, and a lot of the passes are forcing like bad plays. So maybe they should just open ice a little bit more and make it a bit less static and monotone.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Jay, we'll go to you next. Obviously, again, a Serge Germany III follower, I'm starting to get very frustrated because he has these chances, he'll take them in, and then he'll just kind of brick them. And it really is just frustrating to watch.
He needs to trust himself more. I don't know what's wrong with him. It's kind of annoying to watch as well because I know he's better than this.
Definitely agree. And we're going to send it up to the money for perhaps the final time.
Hello, I'm hoping it's the final time since we got started a little late, but
I am too.
here we go. Third period underway. Color Derp dropping the puck here. HYJS off the face-off, trying to get it through. Bugged. Seattle mounting their attack from the neutral zone. Calgary quick on the counter. ohLuvv thwarts that one. Able to get it deep into the corner is ohLuvv. He's forced out by Gleniboo. Glenn trying to go up the ice, but Bug just loses it, and it goes right to HYJS. HYJS now down the ice, looking to get it through. A dangerous chance there, but BHL comes out of his crease fighting for it instead of sitting back in his net and waiting for the shot. Missio will send one deep. He's got it in the Seattle zone. Pull back off the boards. Missio, dangerous chance as he beat ohLuvv, but couldn't find an angle to get around MF Rayado, who is playing lights out right now. Last 3 games, he's definitely looked human for sure, but this game, it seems he is back to his early season form, as he's been amazing. Here's Gleniboo for Missio. Narrow miss there as Missio not able to get a stick on that pass. Glenn now back in his own zone, handling it well, takes it up the ice. ohLuvv shutting him down, Bugged back for it. ohLuvv steals as Bugged flounders, but ohLuvv not able to generate anything off that. Here's Gleniboo, a quick pass to the middle, nobody home to receive it. Would have been a great heads-up play if there were still players up the ice, but Calgary will fully change now. Wapex and Jado on the ice. Mason seems to be a little late to get on. It seems he was relogging or something. I don't know what happened there. JR Goof from neutral ice looking to slam a P3 in. It hits Wapex right in the chest. Lucky that didn't stop his heart. Here's JR Goof with another shot. Wapex putting his body on the line here. Takes it back down the ice the other way. Tries to get past Molong. Would have had free reign if Molong didn't crouch there, but good defensive play from the second-year defender. Or playing defense for his first time, actually. I believe he was a winger last year. Here's Molong for JR Goof. Has it deep, looking for Jedwando across the ice. Takes it himself after Calgary deflected the pass, but couldn't find a shot out of the re-up. It's back into Seattle end. Molong 4 got it. He'll cross it. Jedwando there, but it's behind him, and Wapex will steal. He punishes there, putting them in the corner. Gets the pullback off. Jedwando almost has a lane to the net. Still trying to generate one, but Jedwando able to shut him down and recover. JR Goof goes all the way back down the ice. Mason out of the corner, able to beat JR Goof. Molong 4 helps him out, though. JR Goof with a dangerous P3. And Brow coming way out to glove that one. Calgary will just punt it down the ice as ohLuvv receives that one. They were just trying to relieve the pressure that Seattle was putting on him. And so far this period, Seattle has looked to turn things around. Stan V, do you want to comment on what you've seen so far?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's been a pretty even period so far. A bit of chances from everyone, but nothing too spectacular. I mean, maybe they seem a bit nervous, but they all look a little bit off in the way they play. They don't trust each other. I don't know. I mean, the new acquisitions also may have a little bit of a play in that, but I don't know. It just doesn't feel the same as they used to be.
Narrow miss there from HYJS as he tries to find Sir Jeremy, and Seattle, with just a little more luck, would maybe be able to find their second goal here. Here's Sir Jeremy. Almost gets a picture-perfect pass out to HYJS, but Calgary just barely able to intercept it. And yeah, as you said, both teams kind of starting to play more careful, I feel like. Or Calgary really the more reckless one, as we're used to seeing them play more careful. Seems the tables have definitely turned. Or not for Seattle, they're a very disciplined team, but for Calgary, I feel like they look a little too aggressive.
True.
And it's what we tend to see happen here in the third period of a tie game, and Missio almost able to get a good chance, but just unfortunately misplays it. Bugged pulls one back off Jedwando, and his bid at the net is stopped by the stick of Jed. Here's JR Goof looking for Molong 4. Almost gets the P3 off, but Mason stops it before it happens. Here's JR again, up the near boards, nobody home. Wapex will receive it, but Jed Wando gets the pullback, gets the P3, and Brown FN makes a nice save. Once again, he's playing way out of his net, and Seattle haven't been able to counter it very well so far. Oh, their only goal out of a little rinky-dinky shot from inside the zone.
Yeah, I mean,
these P3s has been rock solid.
yeah, I mean, it's a pretty smart move for Brad, as you know, the Seattle team is not very offensive heavy right now, especially with these players gone. So Brad can honestly play pretty deep and wait for shots, because most of the time he will get P3s on his head. So playing out is not a bad shot.
JR Goof driving the net there, nearly getting a chance. Mason going the other way, looking for Jado across the ice, and Jed Wando able to ping it. The stick of Jed, it sounds like a biblical instrument or some sort. Here's Wapex. Trying to make his way into the Seattle zone. Gets the pass from Mason. Trying to put the moves on JR Goof, but just unfortunately, whiff after whiff, not able to get anything going. Jado pings it in the near side. Looking for... near side, what am I saying? Looking for the shot far side on MF Rayado, but hitting the post. Here's ohLuvv, 3 seconds to go in this third period. Missia looking for one final shot, but Seattle just swarming the puck here, and we are going to overtime in the first game of the night. Back up to our desk we go. We've got more analysis for you guys. I'm sure you are elated to hear this news.
Oh, I am absolutely elated to hear this news, Damani. Absolutely, just incredibly elated. But regardless, still 1-1 game, obviously, hence why we are going to overtime. Shots are 10-6 in favor of Calgary. I think Seattle kind of pulled it back a little bit that period. Looked a little bit better, just a little bit better. But I still feel like not too great. Still not, that great, but they looked a little bit better. Regardless, we'll hand it to, I guess, JL first. I'm really running out of people to send it to first here. Feel like Calgary playing a little bit aggressive that period. Really wanting to, I think, just win this game, not really go to overtime here. Now that we're going to shift to a 2v2 style here, what team do you think is going to have the advantage?
I think Calgary just has like the massive advantage here with like Wapex kind of just being like a really good defender. Yeah, I guess Seattle has more 2v2 experience, but still Calgary just has better over like skilled players.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. I'm gonna go to Rob now. Saying you keep looking at me. Actually, do you want to say something?
I mean, I guess not particularly, but you can kind of see with the CGY like line up against Seattle, they should be winning this like easily, especially with the players down. Like if you look at the board on the paper, it's just I don't know. They should be winning this easily, but they can't, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. And Rob, obviously, one of our
Yeah,
talented
situations
2v2
like
players.
this, from the games that I've seen that have been here, teams kind of sit back, play a little scared because no one really wants to make the mistake that loses their team the game in overtime. No one wants to do that. So I feel like we'll see a little less shots, but I think Calgary should be able to win pretty quickly because they have a big 2v2 advantage, in my opinion.
Definitely agree. I think they have the skill advantage, and
Yeah.
I feel like they'll just be able to overpower the Seattle team. But regardless, gonna send up to the money for maybe the final time tonight. We'll see.
And overtime underway. Face-off violation there by Calgary, I believe. Or sorry, by Seattle. My mistake. ohLuvv versus Wapex on the draw. Wapex pulling it back, giving himself possession, sends it right to the boards. And not much 2v2 experience for Wapex, but he has got the game IQ to perform still. Wapex and Gleniboo, an interesting choice here to start the game. Well, not really. It's your best player and your best defenseman. Here's JR Goof for Seattle. Sends it back for ohLuvv. Gleniboo trying to get it through ohLuvv. No shot to be found there. Series of pullbacks. Glenn and Burb fighting for it on the boards. ohLuvv back up the ice. 2-on-1 developing here for Seattle. ohLuvv almost has the shot, but the comical pullback whiff just strikes him at the worst time. Here's Gleniboo. behind the Seattle net. ohLuvv handling it well. Trying to get one out for JR Goof. Just punts it up the ice. Wapex will take it. He'll steal. Looks for a shooting lane, but just barely swatted away by JR Goof before he could get the P3 away. JR Goof the other way. Looks for the P3. Had the lane. And BHL says no. 2 consecutive gloves there for BHL as JR Goof tried to pull it back to the middle. And we will see a change and a face-off in Calgary's zone. Jedwando and HYJS, the second line here for Seattle. Maspin pulling it back. Gets it around. Jedwando may have a 2-on-1 here for Calgary. Tries to find the cross, and he had it set up, but just barely is pinged away by Seattle. Here's Jedwando back the other way. Tries to beat Brown with patience, but that allows Calgary's defenders to slip back and defend it. Here's Jedwando. Excellent move on Misya. Rings one off the outside of the post. Still with it is Jedwando, and he could be the hero. The trade deadline acquisition out for HYJS. And Maspin will ping it away. He'll take it down the ice himself. HYJS getting back for it well. For Seattle. Has it behind his own net. Maspin in the corner. Trying to get it out. HYJS. Looking to get it down the ice. And he hits it right into the defender, who finds Maspin up the ice. MF Rayado will make the save. The first one he's had to make in just over a period. Here's Maspin behind the net. Pinged away by Jedwando. Jed loses it. Mason shoots. Save. MF Rayado looks for a pass out, and he'll get it. Jedwando back in his own zone. Takes it up the ice, and he is going to be low on stam. HYJS will change. ohLuvv too late to get to Mason. The P3 is saved once again by MF Rayado. Insanity here in Seattle. MF Rayado is going crazy in net. Here's ohLuvv. A great pullback off the boards. Not able to beat Mason. The last remaining second liner for Calgary on the ice as JR Goof takes a shot. Saved by BHL. Rebound bounces to ohLuvv. He's not able to get a shot away. Still has possession though. Mason up the ice. JR Goof across. Pass goes right to Wapex's stick. Wapex will pull it back out of the corner. Looks for a sneaky short side shot. Another save by Rayado. JR tries to go up the ice. Glunny Booth shuts him down on the boards. He'll try and find ohLuvv now. Burb trying to get around Wapex, but the forecheck almost proves to be too much, as Wapex nearly got one away from him there. ohLuvv up the near boards. He'll let JR Goof change now. Or, no, I don't know where he was going. Looked like he was heading to the bench, but I have no idea where he was heading. Here's JR Goof down the ice. His bid for the net quickly swatted away by Wapex. He'll take it himself. Out cross for Glunnyboo, and MF Rayado has his 14th save of the game as he robs him with another glove.
Yeah, I mean, Rayado playing absolutely crazy right now. And honestly, if you look at that second line matchup there from Seattle to CGY, like CGY should be taking this home realistically. You know, HYGS and Jedwando obviously some good skaters, but they're ultimately, for the Seattle team, the support players, and you are against Misha and Mason, so that is kind of where you want to see the magic happen for CGY.
Here's ohLuvv trying to find JR Goof up the ice. Wapex gets there first and punts it down himself. Jedwando will receive it. Jedwando trying to go up for JR Goof. That's no good. It's shut down by Glunnyboo. Here's Wapex along the boards. Gets past Jed, has a lane, and it's shut down once again by Jed, who has had excellent pings so far. He's been one of Seattle's better players tonight. Wapex out of the corner. Looking to get something going. Jed V gets it free behind the net. Looking to go up the boards. JR Goof will change for HYJS. Lets Jed take it. Mason off the bench, able to shut Jed down. Misya back the other way. Nearly has a shot, but just doesn't get the angle. Misya to the middle. Mason a shot, and MF Rayado somehow keeps that out of the net, but Mason gets the rebound and scores!
Oh, no.
Your OT winner, Maspin for Calgary. 2-1 is your final score in overtime.
Dude, what an extremely sad way to go out, right? It's always like those type of things. Like, Rayado has played a fantastic game and then does possibly the worst drop possible right into Mason's feet. and just takes it in. I mean, it's unfortunate, but it is really bad. It's such an unfortunate way to go out after having such a fantastic game, but it happens to everyone, I guess.
Yeah, upon further review, I mean, that replay is just brutal. You can see MF Rayado doesn't know what to do with it, just panics and hits it, and Mason will just take that one right in and score. MF Rayado didn't even have time to crouch. He just tried to ping it out of the air, but that'll be it for the first game. We've got another game coming at you. I believe, once again, it'll be Seattle versus San Francisco this time. So that'll be it for first game. We'll be right back. See you guys in just a bit.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Blockey Sports Network. We are here, second game of 4 tonight, between the Seattle Golden Eagles and the San Francisco Stingray. We don't have a lot of time for a desk here. Joined on desk tonight by same crew as yesterday, or not yesterday, same crew as last game. Just replaced jail with Color Derp. Regardless, quick notes. Seattle just lost their game. They just played in overtime, 2-1 to Calgary, hoping to rebound against a very weak San Francisco team here, to be honest with you. Not a very good team. Regardless, we'll get into predictions. Color Derp, you keep waving your hand around. You'll go first.
Yo, I'll go with 3-2 Seattle.
All right, Rob.
Give me 4-3 San Francisco.
All right. Stan V.
Ooh, I'm gonna say it's gonna be an OT 2-1 for SFS.
God, I hope not. And give me, I mean, guys, I think you guys are putting a little too much hope in the San Fran right now. I'm going.
I don't know, man. They
Seattle.
don't have a lot of their players. I don't know.
San Francisco are playing Porgs tonight, guys. Look at the lineup they're playing,
Porgs
guys.
is,
Yeah, he's
TXQ.
tough.
Look at the
Yeah, he's
lineup.
tough.
Porgs is
TXQ's fire.
TXQ.
Oh.
They have their full team. I'm actually fairly certain they have their full team. But here is
Terrible.
face-off underway. I don't know who's color commentating for me. Is it Nick or
Me.
Stan V again? Thank you,
Hello.
Stan V, for last game's color commentary. You are joining me again.
Yes.
Wonderful
Of
to
course.
see you. Here is Lampier, your best friend in the whole wide world, trying to
Correct.
ping it up the ice for TXQ. It's quickly snapped back by ohLuvv. ohLuvv trying to get it up the ice for HYJS. He'll try to find a lane himself now after he faces pressure for both ends. Won't be able to get it past the San Francisco blue line. And San Francisco's play style has really evolved over the season to just be this completely defensive style of trap defense into potential offense. I mean, they're just not very strong offensively, in my opinion, in transition at least, but most of their goals are scored from inside the zone as Sammy the Whale tries to find, or sorry, Seattle trying to find somebody in the slot. Sammy the Whale out of the corner gets a shot on MF Rayado, looks for the slot, and Porg's just not able to hit it. JR Goof the other way has a lane, and Super Cream Cakes able to make the stop there. Here's JR Goof now, once again, looking for the P3, misses well wide. It's picked up now by Badgers, who was having a breakout season on a fairly good contract, just 18K by 2, or 6 by 2 in the old season's terms. Here is Badgers trying to go up the ice. JR Goof pulling it back, looking for Jedwando, trying to get something going, but won't be able to. Here's Messwith. Back up the ice. It careens to JR Goof, who has a lane, but it's shut down by Frown, a.k.a. I died to a noob. That's his username right now. This guy is a username changer if I've ever seen one, but the shot from Messwith goes wide. Badgers trying to gain possession off JR Goof here in the corner. And Badgers is just so crafty in these corners. Once he gets possession, he just is not able to be stopped, as we might see here. JR Goof, luckily for him, is able to get away from him. Here's JR trying to go back to down the ice. Frown able to shut him down. JR from center ice just lobs one towards the San Francisco net. Super Cream Cake's able to glove it, but I don't believe that was going anywhere.
That needs to be
near the
dragged
back
back
of the net.
up.
What'd you say?
Stan is asking to be dragged back up.
Oh, okay. I will attend to that as soon as I can, but HYJS, in the meantime, trying to prevent me from being able to do anything else as he passes to Sir Jeremy in the slot, and he just can't connect either. Here's ohLuvv. Back in his own zone, looking for something, and Porgs will steal, trying to generate some offense of his own, but there's only so much one man can do, as he's not able to get anything going. Here's Rated. Down the ice. Lampier pressure on the boards. Sir Jeremy trying to get away from it. A quick pass to Porgs from the boards by Sammy the Whale. Just barely hits the post, and MF Rayado is able to get it out in time. HYJS. Back down the boards. It's back out to Jed Wando at the point as Sammy the Whale's pass goes errant. Seattle unable to make anything happen with that. And this is just unfortunate timing. I woke up at 5:30 a.m. today. It is currently 5:20 p.m. Eastern Time. And I'm being forced to commentate San Francisco Stingrays hockey. I'm trying my best not to yawn. Here's Badger 777. On the boards. Gets it away from JR Goof, looking for a shot from deep. Won't be able to get it. Lampier sends it back for Messwith, who tries to P3 it up the ice. Molog 4, quick pass to Jed Wando. That's no good. Messwith trying to make something happen. Gets it up the boards, looking for a series of moves. Gets a lane, and is just not able to finish there. Here's JR Goof at his own point. Misplays it. Messwith getting the pullbacks on him. Has Bolong to beat, but can't do it. JR Goof from deep. Looking to route towards open space, but Messwith foils his plans. And we are just seeing missed mech after missed mech. Case in point as Messwith pulls it back right into JR Goof. Badgers trying to make something happen. He is definitely the most practical user of mechs on this San Francisco team. Besides maybe Sammy the Whale on defense. Here's Badgers looking for a shot. A good chance there. Had open space, but just wasn't able to finish it. Sir Jeremy's bid for the net doesn't make it there. Not enough sauce on that shot. ohLuvv takes it back into his own end. Quickly gets it back out. Could have taken more space there. Badgers gets it up for Messwith, trying to generate some quick offense, but it won't work. Puck is back out to the corner. ohLuvv up for Sir Jeremy. He'll try to take the neutral zone, but Porgs shuts him down. 4 seconds left to go. HYJS from deep. Just turning around, looking for that green light, but he'll hit Badgers on the way, and that'll be it for the first period. We'll go back up to our desk where we've got the same crew from a pregame, believe it or not.
Yeah, believe it or not, that game's not over. I wish it was. Seattle leading in the shot department 2-1. No goals so far, obviously. It's San Francisco hockey, that's all I gotta say. Color Derp, will go to you first since you weren't here last desk. Man, I don't even know where to start. Both teams look kind of rough out there. I'm kind of surprised Seattle's not really playing a lot. Like, they're playing down to the Seattle team. What do you think either team needs to do to actually get a goal? Anything?
I think both teams are just playing like super defensively for some reason. I saw out of Seattle from the last game. Maybe they just haven't adapted to San Francisco in this game. But I mean, they're trying to spring for the transition passes and shots, but they're just not getting through. Nothing's really getting through from either team, so they got to work on that.
Yeah, I agree. Rob, we'll go to you next.
Yeah, what were you asking?
Go. Just go, honestly, freeform.
Yeah, I'm surprised the first period was scoreless. You know, in comparison to how fast they came out against Orlando, very slow start for San Francisco. Only one shot registered. I'm not even sure if it was on target. Might have been a glove to the side. So, yeah, they should try to hit the puck towards the net a little more. But yeah, I mean it's the first period, so. But right now, I think Seattle do look a little bit better. They look more composed.
More composed, I guess. Stan, we'll go to you next. I'll leave it up to freeform as well.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. It just looks both the teams have very like sloppy chances. I mean, honestly, SFS does have better depth than they did at the start of the season. I must say, like they actually finally have some sort of like passing plays that they can do now, but they just need to like activate more. They both look very sloppy in this first period.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Let's hope this period we'll see a little bit more just of something. But back up to you, Demoney, if you're still awake.
Oh, the game.
All right.
A big shot there, saved by MF Rayado. Probably the most action we've seen tonight. And here's Sir Jeremy with room, looking for the shot, and he just misses.
Ooh.
What was that? Peachy Pod taking the ice for Seattle now. The rookie looking for a sharp angle shot. What is happening? San Francisco just refusing to defend their own net. Sammy the Whale taking it back the other way. Peachy Paw looking for some offense. Lampier will shut him down. Has Sammy the Whale up the ice. ohLuvv defends that on the boards. The forecheck of the defenseman, ohLuvv. ohLuvv from behind the San Francisco net trying to get something going. Lampier will clear it back out. Peachy Paw looking to send something in. That could have been dangerous if Seattle knew what they were doing. But San Francisco once again able to defend it. Here's a pass up for Peachy Paw. Sammy the Whale on the boards, crosses it. Lampier, wide open shot, finds the far side. A bang bang play, and San Francisco is up 1-0.
Oh my God, I cannot be more proud, bro. This is actual happy noises coming from me. A great pass right there up to Lampier, who is wide open, has a whole island. They're not guarding him, and finds a great slot far side to Rayado, and what a goal, and finally Lampier has scored. This makes me very happy.
And I'm just not sure what happened there. Seattle had 2 players on the ice. I don't know if it was a miscommunication or just like top
that was his
10
first goal, by the way.
respect moments, letting them score.
That was his first goal ever, by the way,
Oh,
in
Lampier,
BHL.
first BHL goal ever. This guy's, wow. Great shot from Lampier. Congratulations on a first goal. Obviously been a Lady Bing nominee for the past like 2 seasons. One of the nicest guys in the league. You love to see it. Heartwarming stuff. Even though I do not want San Francisco to win for the sake of a Houston Bandits playoff berth. But yay, Lampier. Here is Bolong 4 in the corner, beat by Messwith. JR Goof across for Jed Wando, trying to get one back for Seattle now, but just not able to make it happen. Badgers pulling it back off. Bolong 4 has a lane to the net, and he's not able to get there. MF Rayado solves the puzzle, and he's able to beat Badgers. That's a hard nickname. His nickname could be the puzzle, because you never know what he's gonna do. I'm sorry, guys. There's just nothing. There's nothing to commentate this game. I don't know what else to say.
Thanks a lot, sir.
I mean, hey, at least this period has had action.
Badgers to the slot. Another shot there. MF Rayado able to keep that out. Here is JR Goof behind the net. The puzzle in the corner with JR Goof looking to perplex him. And he gets it away from him, looking for the sharp angle shot. MF Rayado holds, and he'll keep it. He'll let his teammates change off.
Yeah, I mean, right back to the yawn fest, I guess. But some chances finally. More shots on the board in the first period.
Here's Porgs out into the corner. He's almost able to get the slot pass out. He'll try again. Another bid pass. Sir Jeremy gets the double pullback off, looking for a lane there, but just can't solve it, or can't find it. Here's Sammy the Whale from deep, gets a shot off. ohLuvv caught sleeping there, but it, luckily for him, hits off the post and goes out the other side. Sammy the Whale, a steal off Sir Jeremy, looking for Porgs in the slot, and Peachy Paw comes off the bench to defend it. Delayed penalty here. I'm not sure what happened. I believe it'll be on San Francisco. And there was a secondary hit there by Porgs, I believe. This could be a double minor, but we'll just see him go to the box once after hitting after the delayed penalty. He will serve 45 seconds and give Seattle an opportunity to even the score.
They definitely need it here.
Here's Sir Jeremy back for ohLuvv, looking for that far corner, and he'll just barely graze it off the post. Super Cream Cakes is going to be kissing his posts for that one. Two rookie goalies actually facing off here in San Francisco tonight. Here's Lampier behind the net. Looking to get one up for Sammy the Whale, but just not able to find a passing lane. Sir Jeremy hounding him. Peachy Paw coming in to help. Could be a mistake if Lampier was able to get the slot pass off, but he sends it down the ice. Just boots it up to clear it. Or wait, what? I'm commentating this game entirely wrong. Why did I think Lampier was going to pass it to the slot? That was an excellent kill by Lampier. What a kill from Lampier. And my eyes were deceiving me. I was tricked. There's a trickster in the building. As ohLuvv gets a sharp angle shot off. That was probably my worst commentary mistake maybe ever. I cannot believe I thought San Francisco was on offense. But
Are you okay?
I'm very tired. As I mentioned before, I woke up literally 12 hours ago on the dot. As here's Jedwando, a dangerous chance in front. Molong 4 comes in from the blue line, but unfortunately that puck's going to come out of the zone, and Seattle will be offsides. MF Rayado saying hi to Super Cream Cakes during the break there.
I mean, that was actually finally some offense from Seattle, a good sequence there. So hopefully they can continue that momentum.
And Seattle generating their best offense so far after the power play. There will be an FOV
Hey man,
there
I'm not tired anymore personally, bro.
on San Francisco. Here is JR Goof from the edge, looking for a shot there. Won't be able to make it happen. Badgers now from his own zone. Trying to find Messwith up the ice. It's pinged away by Molong 4. Molong caught off guard by Messwith. And Molong is facing his former team now. He played with the San Francisco Stingrays last season in his rookie year. Messwith now trying to find something from the corner of the blue line. Won't be able to get it. Here's Messwith all the way down. Finds a lane, and what a shot there from Messwith that barely just goes wide. An excellent move into a curve there. We don't see those shots happen that often with the tight space in 3v3. Messwith trying to find Badgers in the slot there, and Jedwando able to fake it away. But yeah, excellent shot there for Messwith as JR Goof tries to go up the ice again. Messwith can't find room up the boards. JR Goof will take it right back. Frown defending him. Haven't said his name much this broadcast. He has not been very present in the San Francisco game, partially because of how offensively dominant their first line or second line has been, with Porgs, Messwith, and Frown. Here's Messwith pulling it back off JR Goof. Sammy the Whale finding a shot from the outside. MF Rayado makes the save, hits it right to Porgs, and somehow gets the glove off. ohLuvv trying to find room up the ice. Peachy Paw pings it up for ohLuvv, but nothing to be found. There's Porgs. Doesn't get the buzzer beater. Unfortunately for San Francisco, that was a bad play really there by Peachy Paw. Rookie mistake from the rookie, as we'll set it up to the desk. Take it away, Connect Me.
That's a good nickname, the Rookie. Wow. Regardless, San Francisco up by 1. Shots are 6-7. Get it, guys?
Can I get a new desk,
6,
Matt?
you know what? You go then. Go ahead.
All right, thank you. All right, we're finally saved. I am happy, bruh. Finally, he scored his first goal, Lampier, after so many seasons. I am very proud of him. Finally, we got some chances here and there from SFS in Seattle, and the game's getting somewhere. But I'm mostly surprised by how SFS is playing. I mean, they're actually showing good offense, and they finally have good depth, and they have somewhat of a team now. Actually, who thought we would say that in this season?
Yeah, who would have thought? I'm still not a big San Francisco believer. Rob, I see you like waving your hand around. You got something to say?
Yeah, I mean, Seattle are playing a lot worse than they were before, I think. Only 6 shots, 2/3 into the game. 2/3 of the way in the game. Not very good from them, to be honest. San Francisco clearly wants it more.
Yeah, they do. And honestly, I'm surprised Seattle isn't really beating down here on San Francisco more. I mean, Seattle lost to Calgary. I feel like a bit of a soul-crushing loss, maybe to sap all their energy out, but I feel like you'd want to rebound against the San Francisco team who's been pretty bad all season. Color Derp will go to you next, obviously. I'm saying obviously. We'll go to you next. What does Seattle need to do to get their head back in this game?
I think they just gotta take advantage of their more experienced players. I think they have the they can outman Seattle or San Francisco, but they're just not playing like it.
Definitely not. Definitely not. And yeah, that's kind of all. Quick desk, I guess. Like I said, shots are 6 to 7, guys. Get it, guys? 6, 7. Somebody.
6, 7. Haha. Here is Frown.
When you're
I think our
muted.
caster fell asleep.
I am
Guess we
muted.
fell
I
asleep.
muted the Discord, but not on stream. Here's JR Goof trying to find a lane to the net. Won't get it. Badgers back up the ice. Looking to make something happen. Has Mo Long to beat on the boards. Not able to get through him. JR Goof tries to take it the other way, but Jed Wando unable to receive the pass from him. Outduel will pressure now for San Francisco. Sends a shot towards the net, a relatively easy one, and MF Rayado is able to scoop that one up. Frown for Outduel, looking for a pass from the middle, or a shot from the middle, rather. And it's saved. It looks like somebody had to go on San Francisco. Here's Jed Wando gets a prime chance. That's saved by Super Cream Cakes. JR Goof now pulling it back. Looking for some offense here from Seattle. Able to send a shot in. Super Cream Cakes easily turns that one aside. And he hasn't faced many tough shots other than that one. And Jed Wando is robbed
save.
by Super Cream Cakes. I was about to start a horrible narrative that Super Cream Cakes has faced easy shots all night. But what a sequence there for him. As he is actually kind of lights out. My bad. Here is JR Goof. Up for Jed Wando. ohLuvv trying to start the offense here. Frown. Looking for some pressure, but ohLuvv gets it back up the ice. Peachy Paw taking it away from Sammy the Whale. Sends a P3 right towards Super Cream Cakes. Said, screw it. Maybe this one will go in. But did not have the angle. Here's Sir Jeremy III chasing down Sammy the Whale. Sammy the Whale stopped by Peachy Paw, who tries to get a pass out for Jeremy. It's pinged away by Porgs, who gets past ohLuvv, looks for the P3, and MF Rayado makes a nice save. Here's Porgs looking for the slot. Once again, it's gloved down by Rayado. He'll drop it for his defenseman, ohLuvv. He'll ping it up for Sir Jeremy. A good pullback off Lampier. Finds Peachy Paw back across the ice, and he's just unable to bury it. Puck was right in front of him. ohLuvv for Sir Jeremy. Looking for the P3 from deep. It's blocked by Lampier. Sammy the Whale trying to play it out of his own zone. ohLuvv back for it for Seattle. Looking to get some offense out of the corner. Sammy the Whale takes it away. Trying to clear his own zone. Sammy taking good routing out of the corner. Gets one up for Porgs. Peachy Paw will defend him well, but Sammy the Whale off the secondary offense. Trying to get something going. Narrow miss there in the slot. Peachy Paw will take it back up the ice. Here's Lampier out of the corner. JR Goof chasing him down. Lampier's pass up for Sammy the Whale. He'll get it past Jed Wando, but doubled in the corner as Seattle will force it out. 2 minutes 53 seconds left. Seattle still scoreless despite registering one more shot than San Francisco. Here's Sammy the Whale out of the corner. It's pinged away by JR Goof. Lampier will send one in, and another bang bang play from San Francisco as they've got their second of the night.
Yo, that was actually a fantastic play and another Lampier point, so that's always good. But what a pass sequence into shot from Sam Duel, hitting it far side, instantly just rips it off of the pass. And I don't know what's happening to San Francisco, but they're awake. They're in their prime right now. You gotta respect it. I mean, it was a fantastic shot right there from Sam Duel, and he's been playing fantastic these last few games. Again, he's finally up and running.
And excellent stuff from San Francisco so far. I believe this will put them on a 2-game win streak if they're able to close this one out. But I want to highlight that Seattle is currently facing, I believe, a 5-game losing streak if they are to drop this one. A team that was once 7-0 will now fall to 7-5. Potentially, obviously, barring any miracles here from JR Goof and co. But obviously missing Arax and J4 is going to hurt their chances tonight. But, I mean, they've still found ways to pull it out. We'll see if they can make something happen here. Here's JR Goof pulling it back. Looking for some room up the ice. Jedwando will try. ohLuvv. Back up for Jedwando. And Seattle not able to get anything out of that. ohLuvv sends a shot in. Saved by Super Cream Cake. So glove it. Drops it for Sammy the Whale. Sammy the Whale doubled behind the net. ohLuvv tries to get one out to the middle. And Jedwando just a hair behind the play, as he's not able to stuff it in off the feed from behind the net. Sammy the Whale trying to feed the middle there. Out duel off sides as he jumped the pass a little too early. Molong 4 mishandling in his own zone. Out duel out to the center, and Badgers is never going to have a more open chance than that. 3-0 San Francisco.
Oh my God, and what an insane period out of nowhere. I mean, Seattle's just having a rough day, but a great sequence there. A good double hit from Outdoor in the corner to find Badgers wide open again. They're just leaving them wide open. I don't really know what's going on with Seattle, but I mean, SFS are having the time of their life right now, and we are not asleep anymore. We are relatively awake.
And you could say what you want about Seattle missing their players, but that was just inexcusable defense.
Yep. Agreed.
Seriously, they Molong 4 fumbling it in his own zone, which, you know, sometimes it happens, but they just were beat to the punch on the slot, and no defender was home to, you know, defend.
Yep.
Just unfortunate
What?
stuff here from Seattle. Face-off.
That was
violation
not an
there.
FOV. That was not an FOV.
Well, it was called ref's discretion, and we'll see. Outdoor take the face-off. Somebody on San Francisco's got to take it other than TXQ.
No, he didn't
Believe.
jump before, was he?
I think he was on the ground when the face-off started.
He was on the
I don't
ground,
know.
yeah. You can jump if it obviously the whistle gets called, but no, that was
Doesn't
normal.
matter. Face-off should be underway soon.
Interesting.
Not sure what the delay is. Badgers taking the ice in place of nobody, actually. I'm tripping. Here's Porgs off the draw, pulling it back. Seattle trying to make their way up the ice out of their own zone, but the pressure from TXQ is just too much. Molong just booting one, trying to find a lane out of the zone. Badgers able to take it now after a brief struggle in the neutral zone. Here's Badgers along the boards. A good series of pullbacks. Tries to find a lane to the net, and he will. MF Rayado able to make the save there. Badgers out of the corner. Crafty as always, trying to get past Molong. The puck Koreans out to TXQ, who's unable to find any offense. Sir Jeremy trying to find it up for JR Goof. Molong 4 will take it. Badgers back down the ice past Molong 4 will have the P3
Holy
ready.
shit.
And that was destined for the far post, but MF Rayado said no. Badgers another shot.
That was actually a
Shut
crazy
down
save.
by Rayado. And he has been very, very solid tonight, despite what the stats may say right now. But he
That
is
puck was insanely fast. That
really
was a
had
great
no
save.
he hasn't had a lot of savable shots that have gone in. MF Rayado has looked excellent for Seattle, and perhaps he's the only bright spot tonight. Super Cream Cakes
Yeah, I
making
mean-
his 12th of the night there.
Dude, these two goalkeepers, nothing before this, and now they're everything. They're all the talk, and they're both great goalkeepers, and they're definitely going to be great in these next coming seasons. I mean, they came out of nowhere and are dropping insane saves left and right. Love to see it.
Both rookie goaltenders playing extremely well tonight. The only difference really is the shot quality, as MF Rayado's faced a considerable amount of high-quality shots, more than Super Cream Cakes. But not to diss on Super Cream Cakes, he has played excellent, and he will earn the shutout here. 13 saves against Seattle as they drop their 5th straight. And what will they do? How will they move forward? Questions to be answered next time we see Seattle, as we've got another game coming up. The Boston Grizzlies taking on somebody. We'll see on the screen that I'm going to pull up in 2 seconds.
Hello, Blockey Hockey Nation, and welcome. We've got 20 seconds before the game here. We've got Orlando Storm coming off a, kind of lackluster performance against the Stingrays, and then Boston, who I don't remember their last game, but they've been pretty good overall this season. I've got a Cheap 03, Stan V, a Rob B, Rob A, same thing. Make it rhyme. Quick predictions here, Rob.
Give me 5-4 Orlando.
I think Orlando 3-2 overtime. Stan?
4-3 Boston.
And Sheep.
Boston 3-0.
All right, and I believe, Sheep, are you commentating this game?
I am, believe it or not.
Take it away.
We've got a face-off commencing. Boston Grizzlies and Orlando Storm. They are facing off. It's a very Boston-favored matchup as Youppi is going to prove my point immediately. Just takes it off the face-off and slams it into the back of the net.
Okay, I'll take over for coloring because JR Goof is absent and there's no referee. But anyway, yeah, that was a great goal. Immediately, first 6 seconds. I mean, what do you expect? We finally have a referee. But I didn't really completely see the play, but I imagine it was good because it was immediately 6 seconds.
I managed to catch at least the back half of it. It was basically just Youppi winning the face-off and just bullying it past 2 Orlando linemen and just running it past winner 16. It's plays like that, you have superstar talent like Youppi. You can't let him get away with stuff like that. You're going to give him space like that. He's going to take it for all it's worth. And look, Youppi's doing the same thing again, just taking that puck and getting offensive value with it constantly. This time it's going to be Siffin trying to get more offense going, but Birdie is finally going to be able to reset, finally going to be able to stabilize just a little bit in the Storm, might be able to get themselves back on the board with Packers running it up. That's a big shot, but this time Zaz Pixel, he's better than that. It's going to stop that one. An early block coming through for one team. Oh my God, a slot pass, and Packers manages to hit that rocket. It is going to go ricocheting off Zaz Pixel, but it was almost scary there for a second. Birdie W trying to clear that one out, but this time it just goes straight to Youppi, and now Youppi going up against Birdie W, and Birdie W just can't quite find that clear. Youppi still causing problems. Finally, Packers is going to be able to grab the puck from behind him, but the defense is too strong, and this time Seven Josh just going to send it straight up for Siffin. Birdie W trying to get some offense rolling, but Siffin is just going to take it right back, keeping the puck in the offensive zone. The Orlando Storm struggling to find any way to clear this puck out when you've got 2 defenders, a center and a defender, just willing to play so far back, willing to hit that one back up and willing to give it up to their offensive man. This time Jamo, he's out on the ice instead of Siffin, but Wad is out on the ice instead, and Wad's looking good on the defense, taking it all the way to the other side of the ice, trying to get it past Jamo, but Jamo just watching that puck go by him and watching that slot pass, sending it straight to Ghosty Ferret. He can't find that one, but now Wad's got some space, locked up by Frumpy Bear, but Frumpy Bear can't quite stop it from going to Herb. Herb is going to send it into the middle of the zone. It was an awkward clear by Frumpy Bear, but just managed to get it out in time. Here comes Jamo onto the corner, trying to find that slot pass. Boston have found a couple of good slot passes, but none of them have resulted in shots. Tindor into the corner, trying to send it forward. Jamo just going to steal it right back, might be able to find the P3, but not quite in time. He did do those pullback shenanigans. You love to see those, but no shot will come as a result. Almost a hit, I would say, but Wad is not going to worry about that on puck. Another hit comes through, but that one also on puck. Herb trying to get it past Frumpy, but Frumpy gets it yoinked from him. Now Ghosty Ferret has to play defense. Ghosty Ferret just going to run it to the other side of the ice behind his own net, gets it past Wad, sending it forward to Youppi. Youppi with only 1v1. Youppi's going to win that 1v1. Youppi with space, but winner 16 is going to get himself on the board.
Good save right there from winner 16 to close out that chance right there. And yeah, a little interesting note from Storm that they now have Herb instead of Radium, who's been traded to Philly, and now, the depth might be looking a little bit different for the second line, maybe a bit less flair. So we'll see how they match up here.
You give too much space to Youppi. You give Youppi a 1v1. You get scared even about that. Youppi can just eat those 1v1s for breakfast, but Packers looking to do the same thing, sending it over to Bug, but Bug can't get a stick on it. Now Youppi has more space to work with. Isn't going to take that shot. He knows that angle is no good. Instead, trying to find that slot pass over to Siffin, getting in front of the net, but winner 16 going to clear it out just in time. Youppi back in the corner, trying to send that slot pass. It's beautiful, but Birdie W is even better, sees that puck and hits it out just before it becomes dangerous. Siffin can't quite find the shot he's looking for, and now Birdie W is going to try to clear it out, but giving Siffin just more space to work with. It feels like Boston is winning 50 after 50 after 50, and Orlando Storm just can't find find a chance to respond. Birdie W is going to rip a shot, but defense sliding in from Seven Josh. Seven Josh is going to set up the opportunity, but Packers is going to be able to stop that one from materializing. But Siffin still on the prowl, trying to find some offense. Youppi watching from the slot. Not going to happen this time because Packers has control. Packers bullies it past 1, gets it past 2. Ghosty Ferret has possession though, but Packers is still running. Packers wants the steal. Packers is going to get it. Packers is going to try to find the slot pass, but this time Ghosty Ferret just stops him. It got so scary there, but Packers still with the puck. Packers almost finds the shot as well, and Packers is running this game for Orlando. Wad finally trying to get some time on that puck. He is going to be able to. A nice steal away from Frumpy Bear, but Frumpy Bear is still working with that puck. Tindor finally going to send it right back up to Wad. Wad trying to find the shot from the middle of the ice, but that one does not come through. Ghosty Ferret a little bit better. Jamo still working with it, getting it all the way up into that Orlando Storm territory. It's been a very familiar place for this puck to be, and it feels like it's been Boston, Boston, Boston.
Yeah, true. The shot counter really doesn't show much, but they did get a little bit of offense back there on Storm at the end of this period now with a little bit remaining. Let's see if they can keep up that pressure.
2 shots for both teams here. It makes it look a lot more even than it actually has been. It feels like, at least for the early parts, it has really been the Boston show so far. Wad trying to turn that around, finding a shot, but that one is going to sail right past OzPixel. He watches that one fly by. Nice little vacation. It's a nice slot pass, but no one's there in the slot, and so it's not going to go anywhere. Frumpy Bear just lets Jamo take it instead. Jamo might actually be able to find a shot. It was really awkward, but, you know, Frumpy
What if
Bear...
some people just stop going towards it?
He's very comfortable just letting his offensive players just take that puck. He wants to play defense. He knows where he's good. And Frumpy Bear, he's going to continue to play good, just grabbing that pullback, stealing it away from Herb. Herb, though, still got it, but Frumpy Bear is just a little bit better. Watt is going to come in for the assist, going to be able to try to find the slot pass. At least he's going to be able to send it, but Herb not in the position to receive it. And with 1 minute left on the clock, Youppi's going to try to extend that lead with a nice slot pass, but Siffin is not fast enough. Tindor gets all in his face. Siffin can't quite find the shot. Siffin, though, still working. Sorry, I should say Tindor is working with it now. Youppi just takes it right back. Gonna get it past Tindor. Can't get it past Packers. Packers is gonna get it past Youppi instead. The battle for the boards is going Packers' way. He's gonna send a shot, a pretty ill-advised shot. I don't know if that one's going in. Maybe was trying to go for the pass. Youppi trying to get it forward, but Watt on very low stam is going to be able to stop him. Packers still got some time, still got some space, 15 seconds on the clock. That's plenty of time to work with if you're a hockey player. Blockey hockey is a game of seconds after all. Wad tried to take that one back, but Youppi just sends it right forward for Siffin. Siffin with an opportunity at the last second, but with the clock striking down and the defense is a little bit better. Siffin finds a shot, but it is stopped, and Orlando Storm will have to end the period down 1.
Orlando ending the period down 1 and almost down 2 there with that last second shot there from Siffin going right at winner. So, we didn't see a Siffin goal, who shocked nobody, but I'll send it over here to Rob first. Boston up on the scoreboard, Orlando down. But this game has kind of felt a bit even, though. What do you think Orlando needed to do to get that goal on the,
I feel like good chances on both sides. Packers had a great slot pass to the middle. Zaz made a good save. He also had a good P3 that was also good slide from Zaz. And then Boston scored the opening goal of the game off a great face-off play where he kind of just ran through and scored. I think we'll see more goals in this game. I don't think it'll end 1-0. But yeah, Boston have the advantage right now.
Yeah, Boston do have the advantage, but there were some good saves there from Zez Pixel on that Boston net. Like Rob said, there was a good P3, good slot chance. But, if you're Orlando, who do you think's going to get that goal for them, Stan?
I mean, honestly, like in recent scrims, I've seen like Wad play very good. I mean, he's very, very promising talent. He's going to be great in these next coming seasons. So I can see him sneak one by. I mean, also Packers had a great season, so I assume it's going to be either one of those. I'm pretty sure a few goals will still fall in this lineups.
Do you think he'll hit a Wad wiggle perchance? I haven't seen that yet.
I mean, we're yet to see it, but I hope for him that he hits the Wad wiggle so he can actually call it his before I do it.
Yeah, that is true. He loves patenting his Wad wiggle, but he's not really showing the masses. Its lights are too bright for him tonight. Sheep with that confident 3-0 prediction, it's turning out right now. Do you think Boston run away with this game here?
Honestly, I don't see how it goes any other way. I think Orlando Storm looked good at the back half of that first, but I think honestly, I think Boston is going to turn it around. They've been playing really solid defense. I don't expect them to crack anytime soon.
All right, and with that, Sheep, you can take it back up for the start of the second period.
Exactly. I stand by my prediction. I may have made it in a little bit of a haze, but I made it regardless. I'm going to stand by it because I'm a man of faith and I'm a man of belief. And Youppi is making sure that my belief is coming true. He's trying to do that face-off trickery again, but this time Packers is going to be the one winning that face-off. Is going to get stopped by Seven Josh, and Seven Josh sending it forward for Siffin. Siffin trying to find a pass, but just can't quite make it. Bug playing some solid defense, and now it's the crouch battle. Birdie W is going to lose that one, but immediately send it forward. Now Packers versus Youppi. Packers, can you find some space? Can you find some time? Can you find a shot? Youppi is going to find more space, and he's going to find the puck as well. Nice pass over to Seven Josh, who's going to send it all the way forward for Siffin, but Siffin can't quite get there, not before Winner 16 does. Now Packers with some time to work with, trying to get that puck over to Bug. Bug finally going to get that puck, but it's not fast enough. It's a slow, awkward slot pass, and Seven Josh is a little bit better. Seven Josh is going to dump that one all the way down behind the net, and now Bug is going to battle it out in the corner. Not going to be able to beat out Siffin though, but the help from Packers is necessary. Bug still fighting with Siffin, and Siffin is still winning. Siffin might find some space here. No, gets kicked down by Bug, and Packers now with some space to work with. Birdie W gets pickpocketed by Ghosty Ferret. Now Ghosty Ferret has time to work with, if not for a late second pang by Wad. Wad's still going to get stolen away, and it's still the Boston running this on offense. They're finding opportunities. They're winning their 50s, and their puck control is unmatched. Boston is dominant, and Ghosty Ferret is trying to put a exclamation mark on it. Going to send the slot pass over, but Jamo just wasn't expecting it to go that fast, and Herb has been afforded some space off of that little whiff. Not going to amount too much, but Wad now in the corner. Wad in the corner can be a very dangerous proposition, but Ghosty Ferret is an even more dangerous proposition. Going to take that pass all the way over to Frumpy Bear on the other side of the ice. Now Frumpy Bear working it forward into the corner. Frumpy Bear trying to find the slot pass. No, just going to take it all the way back, pulls it back, but this time Wad is better. Wad versus Ghosty Ferret. Ghosty Ferret wins that 9 times out of 10, or at least that's what my doctor says. Wad trying to send it forward. Nope, Youppi is better. Youppi trying to send it forward, but Tindor is just has to wait and play defense because no offense is coming through for this Orlando Storm team. It's been Boston, Boston, Boston. Youppi, again, it's taken up by Wad, but I can't imagine anything gets made off of this. Youppi's been so solid in this game so far. Wad, though, is finally going to be able to win it out of the corner, but no tech is going to be able to come out of that. No slot pass, no tech, no nothing, no shot, and Zaz Pixel is going to be sitting pretty in that goal. Youppi now on the boards with space to work with. Tindor getting dragged over by the defender, and it's going to give Youppi a free shot, but it's an even better glove by Winner 16.
Good shot right there from Youppi, creating some space right there for a P3, but Winner, one of those goalies that likes to hold that far side, and he already saw that coming, so yeah, good save to slot that one down.
Winner loves that glove. Winner's glove might have to be called on again as Youppi finds another shot, but that one's going to be blocked by Packers. Now Packers working it forward. It gets a nice little pass by Birdie W on the boards. Packers with 2 members of Boston on him, still being able to do what he wants with this puck, trying to find that slot pass, not quite good enough. Seven Josh is there. Siffin and Seven Josh both watching the slot. Now Packers taking it forward. Packers, you're a madman. That's a beautiful goal.
Well, I mean, yeah, that is a great example of how you should use that mechanic right there. That little flick tech, sprint 5. I mean, yeah, a great way to slot it past Zaz on that far side. And I mean, yeah, he is one of those players that can do that in those surprising moments. That's little surprise factor techniques, and great way to open up the scoring into a 1-1. And this game could really go either way.
Special players making special moments, scoring special goals, and Packers has officially, I don't want to say officially, he's already minted his name in that special players collection, just showing off another one of those special moments. It's a beautiful goal, a curve off of the corner. He's going to be able to sneak it past Zaz Pixel. I know what that feels like on the goalie perspective to see that puck go rocketing by you. You don't know how it went through, and it just sucks because you know there was nothing you could do about it. Birdie W is going to try to respond on, but this time Frumpy Bear, he's going to get in the middle of that pass, send it right back up to middle ice where it's immediately taken by Bug, gets beaten out in the corner, and now Jammo. Oh my God, what a steal from Packers. Packers might have some space. Packers with a shot, but Zaz Pixel prepared for the 5-hole, going to be able to glove that one down and send it over to Ghosty Ferret, who's going to send a pass down to Frumpy Bear. Is a little bit awkward on the reception, trying to find a pass, but that one, just the awkward touch, and Packers, again, going to be able to take that puck and bully it into the Boston defensive zone. Now, Ghosty Ferret trying desperately to get it away from this man, trying to get this man off of his puck, but Packers is unstoppable and deniable, trying to do another curve. This time, Wad is trying to pull it back. Wad finds one pullback, but he can't find the P3 because Ghosty Ferret's there just a little bit too fast. Line changes coming out from both squads, but it's going to work out a little bit in Boston's favor because you've got Youppi back on the ice. The battle for the puck. That's a nice pass. That's a nice shot. And that's an even better block from Winner 16. The slide of a century to save that one. It's going to afford the space to Herb, who's going to get the post abuse, but it's not good enough because Oz Pixel is just as fast. Another takeover to the middle. Wad going to take the shot. It's in the goal line, and Wad puts it in. Orlando, 2 goals back to back. They're up. Ridiculous.
What a goal. I mean, what a sequence there. I mean, he messes up his little wild wiggle. He, he's kind of slow on the plays on 13 stamina, but gets a shot off on the 5 on the post for post abuse, and Zest cannot clear it away for a tap in, and suddenly it's all Storm. What seemed to be a full Boston controlled game turned around in a matter of seconds after Packers scored that initial goal, and now the momentum is all in favor for Storm.
It was just awkward all the way around, and when it gets awkward and when it gets messy, that's when Wad thrives. Just able to run it up, poke it, sees the puck on the goal line. He's smelling blood in the water. He might smell some more blood with a nice slot pass, but Wad can't quite get there in time. Now the Boston that looked so good in the first are now down by 1 after a flurry of activity from the Orlando Storm. It was first Packers, and then it was Wad. Youppi is going to try to equalize it, but Siffin is just not there in time. Boston just a little bit out of sync, and it's costing them very valuable opportunities. Wad with very low stamina, but with 1 minute left on the clock, he might just try to tough this one out. Youppi is going to take that, though, going to try to run it up the board. Stopped, though. Wad still causing problems, even though he's low on stam. Youppi trying to get it past it, but the crouch battle is going to go Wad's favor. Going to get it over to the post, but it's going to get knocked down from there, and now Youppi has space. Going to get it past Packers, who's also on low stam. Youppi getting it past 1. Can he find the slot pass? Packers is going to grab control and just takes it away from Youppi. Going to send a pass for Wad, but the defense from Frumpy Bear just going to take it away over to the boards. Boston just feels like they're on damage control right now, trying to stop every single shot from coming through. Just reset in the third, reconsider, because it has been Orlando Storm that have taken the second by Storm. Frumpy Bear trying to get it to Youppi, but Packers is going to be in the middle of that proposition. Going to take a slot pass over, almost a shot, but with 2 seconds left, that's the end of your opportunities, and the second will end with Orlando Storm up 1.
And just like that, the tables have turned. We saw, it seemed like in the beginning, not much going on, and then it kind of ignited as we saw 2 goals there in that period from Orlando, 1 from Wad and 1 from Packers. I want Rob to talk me through that first goal because, I don't know if people understand, but that was a really nice goal and that was really tough, especially on, top 1 player Youppi.
Yeah, it was just a really nice shot. But even, besides the 2 goals they scored, they were nice, but even outside of that, they were still putting up really good chances. I feel like it was only a matter of time. But I don't think Boston is done. I think they're getting pretty good chances. I think they'll test Winner in this third period. I expect to see more goals on both sides. So yeah, that's my prediction.
Yeah, we do like seeing more goals because then there's more action. I'll stand it over to Stan here. Boston, they just conceded 2 here. What do they got to do in this third period to get back in, get overtime or get a win here?
Yeah, I mean, what I've noticed from Boston, it's one of those teams that capitalize a lot on those slot passes, and Youppi has fed quite a lot of them, but they just can't capitalize, and Winner's playing a great game. But I do still feel like they should bank on them or maybe take more time finishing those chances because they're getting quite a lot, especially in the first segment of the game. But after that, it was just a full Orlando takeover. So yeah, I feel like they should stay composed, and I think they could still bring this back. I mean, the battle is relatively even, but right now it's just all Storm.
That is true. I mean, slot passes with Siffin in the center. I don't really know if
On
those two
port.
mesh together, but
Yeah.
either way, Sheep, you were confident that Boston had this in the bag, but they you know, they kind of fumbled. They let up two. Do you think they come back into this game?
You know, I'm confident, but when I'm right, but I'm also humble when I'm wrong. I was very wrong. I think Orlando Storm is looking phenomenal. If Boston doesn't show something early, I think Orlando Storm take this.
All right. As Sheep will take us up for the possible final period of the game, unless this goes to overtime.
Like I said, it all comes down to early goal scoring opportunities. 6 minutes is a lot of time to work with, but I feel like Boston is a momentum team. I want them to get a little bit of momentum early in this period, find a couple of shots, find a couple of opportunities, show that they still have it in them, force Winner 16 to be a little bit more active. That might be the pass, but Winner 16 is going to get all the way active, just stops a shot from even coming through. And Boston is desperately trying to pile on the pressure, but the pressure is going to be coming through Youppi. Youppi making all the games with that puck, but just can't find the pass in time because Siffin is not there. And Orlando Storm's playing excellent defense, just preying on the mistakes of Boston. And Packers is preying on the defense as he's been doing all day long. Packers gonna battle with Siffin, but Youppi's gonna be taking it over. Two Boston players in that corner to stop Packers. It's gonna work out this time, and it's gonna be a nice pass over, but Winner 16 sees that one coming from a mile away, and it's not even a problem. Packers gonna rip a free shot, but that one easily gloved down by Zaz Pixel. Youppi and Packers battling once again. This time it'll be Youppi, but Packers going to take it right back. Packers has a wide open shot, almost is able to sneak it past the defender and the goalie, but it's going to go just slightly wide. Youppi behind the net. Hits a nice pullback, going to send it forward, but Packers is going to be able to steal that puck control. Youppi steals it right back, but Tindor is going to rob him, and it's going to say a free shot as that one just barely bumps off the post, just a few pixels to the left. It could have gone in easily. Packers trying to find the pullback, trying to find the slot pass, trying to find Wad, trying to do it all by himself. Can't get any of those three options because Frumpy Bears is going to send a wide open pass to Jam, who's going to take a big shot, and Winner 16, a even bigger block. Winner 16 been on fire after that first goal from Youppi, unfortunately snuck by him. It only takes one, they said, but with Winner 16, it takes more than a couple if you're going to break this man down. This mental game, phenomenal. Tindor gonna get it past Ghosty. Nope, I lied. Once again, it is the Boston team that is surprising right now. Ghosty Ferret is trying to find offense, a star player, they said, but he has not been making star plays. They're gonna need a little bit of star power right now is Boston, but Tindor says no stars on my ice. It's only Orlando, and it's only Wad in the corner looking for Herb in the middle. Instead, Wad is gonna go for he hits a weird, awkward pullback. Nice defense from Frumpy Bear, but Wad still desperately trying to find some more offense. Boston finally going to get it out, but we're almost at the halfway mark, and it feels like Boston has only had one really good shot, and that one got immediately shut down by Winner 16. Tindor going to send the pass up for Herb. Herb sending it down the ice for Wad, but Wad can't get there before 7 Josh gets a stick on it. Now Siffin with a 1v1 trying to get it, but only can get it to the corner, and he gets bullied out by Herb immediately. Now Youppi back out on the ice trying to turn around, but Herb a little bit better. Nice shot from Herb. Zaz Pixel is going to be able to glove that one down, not wasting any time, puts it right back into play. Now 7 Josh up the boards for Siffin. Siffin trying to get it past Birdie, but Birdie W just going to grab control of that puck, and the forecheck is just not aggressive enough to cause any pressure. It's a free pass to Packers, and Packers just beats out Youppi. Youppi is going to get a pang on the back half, but that's more of a consolation prize than anything. Youppi has been beaten and bruised because Packers is just destroying these men on the ice. Boston desperately trying to find anything, but with 2:30 on the clock, it is looking more and more desperate. I said they needed to find early aggression. They needed to find a cascading effect, a snowball of shots, but that has not come through. It doesn't even look like snow is falling on the ground. It looks like it's storming. It looks like it's raining. Packers is raining shots and pressure down on this Boston team. Still doing it, still stealing his puck away. Youppi finally is going to be able to grab that puck. Might be able to find a pass. Youppi tries to take it all by himself, but Birdie W shuts him down immediately. 2 minutes left on the clock. It's a slot pass, but immediately the defense from Orlando has just been better. Bug with some space, but a little bit of an awkward touch gives it right up to Ghosty Ferret. Ghosty Ferret might be able to find a shot here. No, Packers just in time. And Ghosty Ferret is going to be banging his desk. He was almost there, almost a wide open opportunity. Packers is just a little bit better, trying to get it past Frumpy Bear, but that shot is not even going to come close. But it still forces Boston to play defense. This is not where they want to be, not when they're down by a goal, not when there's 1:30 left on the clock. Packers still with Stam, still on the ice, still bullying this team, still beating out Frumpy Bear, and Frumpy Bear is just going to have to take it behind his own net, trying to desperately keep it away from the menace that has been Packers all night long. Frumpy Bear forced to his own goal, but Packers, he's got control. He might be able to find the slot pass, is going to be able to send it. Herb can't quite beat out Ghosty Ferret, and now Siffin, it's a huge whiff from Tindor. Siffin might be able to make something off of it, tries to get a shot, but it's better. Winner 16 gets the glove. Oh my God, it's this man has clutch written all over him. Another opportunity for Orlando. That one gets shut down by Frumpy Bear, but it's so much time wasted, and another great opportunity thrown away by Boston. Ghosty Ferret is trying to do something, and Siffin is just stepping on his toes. Tindor's just comfortable playing defense in this corner. He doesn't worry about it. He doesn't need to worry about it. This Boston team has not done anything. It's been Youppi and Youppi alone. It's a nice slot pass, but can they find the shot? Youppi trying to get it past 2 Orlando defenders, but they're crouched up. The Great Wall of Orlando is unbreakable, and the defense from Orlando is unstoppable. Boston, they can't do anything. 20 seconds on the clock, and they're in their own zone. Youppi trying desperately, but it's just stolen away. Wide open. Can't finish the game with an exclamation mark, but it doesn't matter. They don't need the exclamation mark because winner 16 has been better throughout this entire game. 1 second left. It is not enough time. Orlando Storm, they drain the clock and they win the game.
What a match. I mean, it was been back and forth. I mean, Boston there at the end with some chances there, almost getting it past, but Storm just turned around the game immediately after that first goal from Packers. And I mean, yeah, what a great game. One of the best games of the season for sure. And definitely a hype one. And next up, I'm pretty sure we still have one left. I think we have Houston Bandits versus Grizzlies. So completely different type of game than this one. So see what we can expect from that.
Exactly. We will see you very, very soon.
Hello, Blockey Hockey Nation, and welcome back to the final game of the night. We just saw the Boston Grizzlies play the Orlando Storm. They lost. Shocker. But now they're here to hopefully make things right. They've got the band to are arguably one of the worst teams in the league. Probably not anymore with the Carolina trades, but you know, they're still fighting for playoffs, so this should be an entertaining game. Boston trying to prove the haters wrong. I'm joined here on the desk by, again, we got Sheep and Stan, joined by Lids, who is here now. Let's just do some quick score predictions. We'll start with Lids first.
I'm gonna go 4-1 Boston.
I'm gonna say 3-0 Boston.
I was gonna say that, so I'm gonna stick with a 3-0 Boston as well.
And Sheep.
I'll go 2-0 Boston.
We got a Boston guarantee. Let's see if they let us down or not. I mean, they do have, you know, great players like Siffin, who had 0 goals, and Ghosty Bear, who also had 0 goals. But, you know, we're going to see what they do this game, as Sheep will take over from here.
Great players looking questionable has been the story of Boston, at least for tonight. But faced off with a hopefully much easier Houston team, maybe they can find a little bit of their mojo back. It was Youppi able to start off that first game with a bang. Borderline dumb. He's going to be able to steal it off the face-off. And now Frumpy Bear being forced to play defense. Frumpy Bear sends a nice pass forward to Jammo, but Jammo still going to get it taken away. Pang with control over that puck. Jammo battling with it in the corner, but Jammo gets it right back. Borderline dumb, though. Going to be able to saddle up on defense, being able to help out his teammate, and now they're just going to take it into the middle of the ice. Gives it up, actually. It's a free shot from Jammo. That's a questionable move, and Borderline dumb with a huge whiff is going to make the Houston goalkeeper, that's D Money, in the goal. He unfortunately has to get to work very early tonight. Is Youppi pull back, Youppi, come on, man.
Okay. Yeah, that was a goal. I mean, that was great. It was fantastic. That was what we would call a slow motion pizza slice, as he just said himself. Little camper action right there, like just pulling it back consistently, not fast, but it'll work, and it did work. And I don't know how not a single person got a stick on that, but it was a great goal nonetheless. And it's a goal, and it's 1-0. And again, very quickly in the first period, like last game for Boston too.
It's slow motion, but it just feels like you can't stop it as you watch the puck slowly roll past you. Not a single Houston member could get a stick on that one, and now Demoni is left looking awkward in the goal. It started the same way as last game. 1 shot, 1 goal, and guess who's the man to blame for that? Ghosty Ferret trying to get his name on the boards, but this time Houston is going to be able to win that face-off like last time. CDS trying to get it forward, but CDS is going to have to play honest hockey today, and we know how CDS does when having to play honest hockey. Borderline dumb. Just going to be able to take it behind the goal, spend some time there trying to find an open angle, but the pressure from Siffin is coming in fast, and Siffin just immediately going to hit that one off. Line changes coming in from Houston in the meantime, but Siffin is just bullying that puck all forward into the offensive zone, at least, or the defensive zone for Houston. And that's a little hit away from Ardonski, but Ardonski isn't able to beat 7 Josh. Now 7 Josh with control, going to send that pass all the way forward, but straight to a Houston member, and Siffin can't quite find the crouch in time. It's another pass forward, but this one again goes to Konechny. Konechny gonna try to work it up the boards. Instead takes a pass, but it goes directly to Ghosty Ferret. Ghosty Ferret almost finds a shot, but Konechny gonna be able to make up for his own mistakes. Alien is lurking forward, but Youppi is just gonna take that one away, sends it straight right back up the board, trying to find a slot pass instead, but nobody in the slot waiting for him instead. Just gonna give that one straight up to Konechny. Youppi is still working with that puck, still has time, still beats out both defenders, and Youppi does it again.
Yeah, I mean, AllahFresco yet again, a great little play there, taking his time, which is a great tip for a lot of JBHLs actually nowadays, to just take your time and set that slot. You have more time than you think, and it takes time to set up a nice 5-hole for far side past Demoni, and the defense is just getting clip farmed, and nothing much you can do. He has great hit reg, so those type of goals will fall very easily for him. So
I mean,
great
yeah,
goal.
it was
I mean,
2
what do you do here?
defenders on 1 man, and Youppi just says, no, that's not a problem for me. I'll just walk it past both of them, and now Demoni, he has had 2 shots on his net, and he has had 2 goals. He is at a full 0% save percentage. Recently in the JBHL, we had a game where a goalie posted. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Well, I'm not going to be able to tell my story because Jamo just scored off a nice pass from Youppi.
Well, it's about to be a stat pad of joy. I mean, Damoni's not having a great day. I mean, he is the most 50-50 player of all time. He either plays like Prime Spooky Man or he plays like Jared Goofball. I don't know. Yeah, this is not one of those days. I mean, still a good play right there to give Jamo a free goal. And just like that, our predictions are most likely very cooked, as the game has not even started yet, pretty much, and it's already 3-0. So
yeah, we're not even halfway through the first, and we are already 3 goals up. The Boston are actually doing better than a goal a minute right now. Like I was saying before, recently we had a game in the JBHL where a goalie posted a 0.77 save percentage. That's 1 for 13, if you're wondering. The opponent scored 12 goals on them. I wasn't there to watch it, but just let me tell you, when I
remember that.
when I read that box score, I was shocked, to say the very least. Frumpy Bear gonna try to do some clip farming of his own, but this time Bang is gonna be able to hit that one away. Jamo still with it, and Jamo still getting helped by Ghosty Ferret. Finally, just Frumpy Bear just steals it right back. Frumpy Bear just ripping a wild shot, and instead is going to be greeted by a penalty. That one is going to be on Houston instead, and it couldn't get worse, I guess. It just goes from bad to worse, and the game is not stopping because Ghosty Ferret is just running it forward. Okay, finally. The game is going to get stopped. Houston finds a hit, and now we can figure out who the heck hit who. It was Peng. Peng going in timeout. He's been a very bad boy, and now he's got to pay for it, and Houston is going to pay for it in spades because they're already down by 3. And now Ghosty Ferret wants to make it 1 more. Siffin waiting in the middle, but CDS is going to be able to win that power play. A nice, honest win from CDS, but Seven Josh going to just send it just directly up for Ghosty Ferret. Ghosty Ferret has space. Ghosty Ferret has time, but Ghosty Ferret also has a post to contend with. And unlike a goalie, cannot be beaten. You can't beat a goal post. Ghosty Ferret, though, still with time. These power plays can be long. It's a nice slot pass, but it's a nice block from Damoni, and Siffin with a shot, but that one goes ricocheting off Damoni. Oh, no, Siffin still making it work. Oh, my goodness gracious, Houston, please, please, please stop them.
I mean, yeah, nice little play there from Siffin. A little mini Radium special. I mean, you're never going to see Radium do that, but Siffin does do it. And, yeah, nice little 5-hole. Again, another 5-hole. And it just seems like the defense doesn't even want to play the video game. They've just logged on and said, yeah, I'm just here for my annual paycheck and then leaving. And they're just getting ran through by Boston. And yeah, Siffin goal. I mean, I'm sure Ben loves seeing that one. But yeah.
You know, I really like casting the games where it's like fun and intense and I get to yell at my screen a lot and everything's exciting. This is not one of those games. It's very hard to make a hockey game exciting and hype when Youppi is just doing that, just stealing it away from all the defenders and scoring goals. And it's part of the reason why Houston is up 4-0, because Youppi is on the ice. Youppi's back on the ice, finding another slot pass, and Siffin is just going to poke it away. Damoni nowhere to be found, and the Grizzlies are up by 5. We are not even close to the end of the first, not even close.
Yeah, I mean, bruh, they're all just sleeping. I mean, if you look at this lineup, it is really unfortunate. And Nick is not a defender at all. He should not have to play defense whatsoever. And I mean, he's being punished for it. If you have to play Youppi and then Siffin, who can actually click the puck at least, you know, you will get punished by that. And well, this will be a mercy rule in the first period. I probably bet.
You know it's bad when your opponent is feeling sympathy for you. That should never be a problem when you're playing any kind of competitive activity. But Houston is having the sympathy of Boston as they continue to pound away at this team. Houston desperately trying to put together a semblance of defense, a semblance of offense even. But borderline dumb just can't get it past. It's been Frumpy Bear just hitting it directly up for all of his aggressive players, all of his carries, and Youppi has the puck once again. This time it gets stolen away. Peng is a little bit better, not this time though, and Youppi has space to work with. Damoni trying desperately, just saying, get that puck away from me. He's trying to swat it away like a mosquito, but this mosquito will not leave him alone. It bites and it bites and it bites, but borderline dumb biting back. You're gonna find, honestly, not even a bad shot. Stan V, what do you think about that shot from borderline?
Yeah, that was pretty good, and those are kind of the type of things that you would see Border do. Like he would pull out these like random like moves where he would just run it down the field and get a good chance off, and that is really their only hope. And somewhat you got to feel bad for Borderland because it always seems like he just ends up on these teams where he's just the person that has to do everything and nothing else. No one else on the ice for him that can help him do that, and it's just rough for him. But yeah, it was a good play. And an FOV.
Just takes a chunk out of Ghosty Ferret for whatever reason. Yeah, Konechny's going to have to abdicate his responsibility to the face-off. Going to give it up to CDS. And that one's immediately won by Ghosty Ferret, but Konechny going to get his get back. Ghosty Ferret, though, still getting offense on the puck, and Siffin just waiting precipitously in the slot, trying to wait for that pass. But this time, CDS going to get a nice, honest win off the corner, and it's immediately sent right back to the corner. Guess what? You get to play more corner hockey. This time, Konechny, though, has... Okay, Konechny is a little bit awkward on the tech, a little bit of whiffs coming through, but Konechny, it's, no harm, no foul. Still behind the goal. Another pullback. Demoni is having a discussion with his player, saying, hey, let's play the video game even a little bit. But he might have made a terrible mistake as the slot pass comes through, almost a shot as well. And Siffin is still working with it. The defense is just watching the puck in front of their net. They're just standing there watching it. They're like, oh, wow, that puck is so cool. They must not know what they're doing right now. Honestly, I don't know how else to describe it. Siffin trying the best, but Konechny just rips him. Gonna be able to steal that puck back off that. It's a nice little slap pass, but Ghosty Ferret is just better. Pull back. Gonna be able to buy space off of that, but the slap pass doesn't come through. And here comes CDS on the other side. It's a shot. Oh my God, Konechny. I'm sorry, Konechny. What the hell are you doing? Stan V, help me here.
I didn't even see it, but I bet it was bad because
he literally Zaz Pixel gloves the puck and Konechny just runs up and just hits him for no reason.
That sounds
he
like
just
something
wanted
he would
to.
do. And
He
this
just
looks like a
wanted to
goal
hit him.
scenario.
This is unbelievable. He just wants to hit him. Poor Zaz Pixel. He's had nothing to do all night. And then he just gets hit for a nice honest glove. Konechny just hates goalies, I guess.
Oh, no.
It's finally the first is gonna come to an end. Mercifully, the first is coming to an end. I don't even know what we're gonna be doing on the desk, but I'm gonna send it up there anyway.
You know what we're gonna be doing on the desk? We're gonna be talking about a game. This game, it's a game. This is a playoff contention team, mind you. Bandits. They are missing a lot of players. They don't have Zulu. They don't have Quake TFA. They don't have Luke. That's not good, right? That's not good. They don't have a lot of their guys. But it's still kind of sad to see them rock out here, ship 5 goals, and just kind of stare at the puck on half the plays. I've got. I got Stan behind me here. Throw it to him just to say, what are you seeing out there?
What honestly, I don't think I want to see anything out there anymore. But it's a pretty interesting game so far. I mean, Blockey's going on. It's 5-0 and absolutely no one good chance from Border, but it's literally just domination. They're literally watching the puck fall into their net 5 times in a row, and it's not even the second period yet. So
yeah, it is a game. It is a game. I mean, even Stevie Wonder could see this as a bad game, but that's besides the point. I'll send it over to Lids here. Do Bandits get 1 goal? 1 goal. Anything?
Yeah, they do. And I'll tell you exactly how it happens. Siffin is going to be out there on the ice, and he's going to make a mistake, and Houston Bandits are going to score off of it.
Okay. So you're seeing into the future here. We're going to see a Siffin mistake. I mean, it's not really
5 straight mistakes, and Houston ties it up in the second period.
All right,
Hey,
5
that's not
straight
rare.
mistakes. That isn't rare.
That
He
would
is
happen if
struggling.
Ben's on the team.
I don't know about that. I unlocked Siffin. I unleashed the beast, the chicken man that is Siffin. But
The chicken man.
that's besides the point. Hopefully we see Mercy soon, so this game goes faster. Since let's be real, we already know Boston's going to win this game. It's more just how many points are we going to see? Are we going to see Youppi get all the way back up to the top of the points after getting 20 goals or something? Maybe, I don't know, but we'll see if that happens. All right, Sheep. Go enjoy yourself up there.
I'll try my best. They say a little bit of stat padding never hurt anybody. Well, it does hurt. It hurts half the players on the ice. The other half is very happy about it. But Boston, They're doing it. They got 5 goals. Houston has 0. They haven't even found a whole lot of offense. They have found shots, but their shots have been from the blue line, even from half court. It's not even close, really. These shots are just easily being gloved down by Zaz. It's going to be CDS trying to find some offense, but Youppi just going to send a nice pass over to Siffin, and Siffin
What?
almost rips a shot, but that one is strange. I believe it was a Jammo shot. I said Siffin. It was a Jammo shot. The power play is still on, by the way. It's coming to an end. That's why there's only been 2 players on the ice for Houston, and now Youppi on front of the goal. It's a post abuse, and Youppi says, hello, give me my hat trick.
Honestly, that's just rude at that point. Like the whole ice, and you go for post abuse. But goal's a goal, and I mean, yeah, it's rough. And they're stat padding. I mean, you gotta feel bad at this point. It's still just a borderline 1v6. So, yeah, rough. A good swat there though from Border to prevent a 7-0 now. But yeah, what is there to say really? It's
I mean,
disaster
it really couldn't
class.
happen to it really couldn't happen to a nicer team. It really couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Demoni, good. One of the first people that ever helped coach me when I was starting off being a goalie. So I've got a little bit
Yeah,
of a
it's great.
personal connection to that man, and that man's getting dumpstered. And I don't love to see it. All right, that's a mentor. That's a good friend for me at least. And now I have to see
Yeah,
him
same. Yeah.
getting embarrassed, and it's not fair for anybody. Boston,
It's unfortunate.
6 goals up. The mercy rule doesn't apply until 7, and Youppi is going to try to make that one happen very quickly. But Pang just wants to continue the pain just a little bit longer. Youppi trying to battle with that puck, trying to get it forward, but Frumpy Bear now has some time to work with. It's almost a mistake, and Borderline Dumb almost was able to find a shot off that. He's going to be able to find some offense, but Frumpy Bear just going to take it forward, sends it over to Youppi. Youppi sends a pass over to the middle, but it is weak, and Jammo can't quite get there in time. Now Borderline Dumb with the puck. Borderline Dumb working it up the boards. Borderline Dumb getting it into the corner, trying to get it to the slot, going to get it there, but Youppi says no. It was almost a beautiful goal, but this time CDS will find nothing and has to trot all the way back to the other side of the ice, where Siffin is doing all kinds of tricks with that puck. Can't quite get it back past the goal this time, but Houston is still being dangerous. A ill-advised 7 Josh shot is going to hits off one of the Houston defensemen, and Borderline Dumb still with time to work with behind that net. Siffin still causing problems though. Another bit of a whiff from Borderline Dumb, but is going to make it happen regardless. Now with 2 Boston members on the boards, is going to be able to make it past both of them actually. Borderline Dumb sends it up for Ardonski, but Ardonski is just not fast enough to even get a hit on that puck. Now Konechny battling with Siffin. Konechny's going to be able to win it. Now it has to beat out 7 Josh. Can't do that, but he's going to be able to get to the corner as a result. 7 Josh gets a nice crouch to block that pass. Another nice crouch to block Ardonski, and Ardonski not going to find nothing. 7 Josh just sends it forward for Siffin, who immediately gets beaten out by Konechny. And now Konechny trying to work it forward towards Zaz, but this one gets hit away before he can even think about that. Either way, it feels like Houston are showing even a little bit more life. You know, a little bit more life is, of course, a relative term. You know, it's going from no life to barely a pulse on the monitor, but still, life is life. Siffin trying to get past Konechny, but Konechny's been playing super solid defense, at least in the second. Konechny again beats out 1, beats out 2, can't beat out Youppi though. Youppi's just a little bit better, and Frumpy Bear combining with Youppi to shut that man down, and now Youppi going right back down the other way. The boards have been their friend, and Youppi's been winning on those board battles. The 50's going his way every single time. Youppi trying to find that slot pass over to Jammo. Now Youppi just up behind the goal, doing everything he can to find that pass, just gives it up for Jammo, and Jammo's going to be able to find the pass. Youppi, it was a jump, and it was a whiff. It could have been a shot, and it could have been a goal, but unfortunately, Boston will just have to regroup in their own territory, get that puck right back up, get that offense right back rolling, because the Youppi is rolling, but Borderline Dumb is going to be able to poke it away before it gets really scary. Borderline Dumb just turns away from the puck. He knew that pass was coming, and Youppi gonna be able to find a shot. This time, Demoni with a huge glove. It puts a smile on the Houston Bandits' face after a whole period of grimacing and frowning and faces of general pain and agony and displeasure. A shot coming through from CDS. That one's easily blocked down, and Youppi is able to clean up the remains. Borderline Dumb trying to get this puck right back going, but Youppi just takes it right back, sends a puck forward, but Demoni's going to be able to glove that one before it touches his post. Borderline Dumb trying to beat out Jammo. Jammo going to be able to at least challenge Borderline Dumb for a little bit, but Borderline Dumb eventually going to be able to win that, trying to find a pass over, but Frumpy Bear just gets his big fat body all in the way, and now Youppi has time to work with on that puck, doing a little bit of tech to get it out of the middle at least, but he can't get it past Pang. Pull back, can't get it past Pang again. Pang playing pretty solid. It is one of the shots maybe of all time, and Zaz Pixel is going to say thank you for padding my stats. 7 Josh now working it forward, going to try to find a shot here, going to be able to rip one. That one's in front of his own net, but it's a nice get back to stop the post abuse from being effective. It's the slide back into his own goal, and he's going to be able to hit it away. The clear is very nice. It's a that was a quirky
Sitting
little
all open.
shot type thing. Oh, Ghosty Ferret almost had a slap pass too, but Konechny's there just in time. And Siffin is causing problems. Boston, it feels like they've been running this game, but it feels like Houston showing a little bit more life.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, they got some shots, some action, but that is probably the limit. I mean, maybe if Boston just says, you know what, we're gonna keep slacking, then maybe. But oh, that is an interesting hit, and don't know
That
how
is
that's not
one of
called,
the-
but we're just gonna walk right past that one.
That's a hockey move right there, okay? If you ever want to know how to play hockey, I want you to study that move right there. That's how you do it, okay? If you can't beat your opponents, then don't beat your opponents. Just hit them away. It works every time. 100% success rate. Don't worry about it, guys. Siffin is going to battle with Ardonsky. Konechny in the back. Siffin is going to beat out one, but can't beat out Konechny because Konechny's causing problems, and Konechny's going to win it. Got to beat out Ghosty Ferret as well. Going to be able to make that happen. Might be able to find a shot off of that, but that is a interesting shot to say the very least. And by interesting, I mean weak and feckless. Ghosty Ferret trying to find one, but borderline dumb. Going to be able to steal it back. Youppi hits it away. Borderline dumb, still in the corner, watching, waiting, pulling it back, trying to find a pass, is going to be able to send it up to Konechny, but Jammo is there to stop it, and Frumpy Bear on the back end just to send it past the other direction. The second ends with a little bit less flair and fanfare. It's Boston up 6, and Houston, their situation hasn't gotten much better.
You know, I actually disagree with you there. They only let up 1 goal that period. That wasn't actually that bad of a period from them. That's granted, I don't know if Boston are trying as much, but good for Bandits, only 1 goal that period. They at least got a few shots on there, making the crowd happy. I do want to point out that Ghosty Ferret still has 0 points, so I don't really know what he does exactly, but
He likes to eat,
he does like to do that.
from what I've heard.
I was told he was a star. That's what I heard.
Yeah, well, that's like only half the sentence. He's starving,
Oh,
star.
I see.
But, besides that wordplay here, I feel like we need to hype up this Bandits team. Every time Demoni makes a save, I need to hear the crowd chant save. He needs to have the crowd behind him here. As, I don't know, does anyone else have anything to talk about here? Because it just kind of,
Frumpy Bear has 0 points. I think that means he should fall out of the top 30 overall here.
I couldn't agree more. He did have a few nice moves there, but still 0
Not
points.
good enough.
It isn't good enough. Stan, you have
Player-
anything?
I really want to go to bed.
All right. I mean, this is a good way to go to sleep. You might fall asleep watching this game, but
I almost did.
yeah. All right. We actually need to start something here. If every time Demoni makes a save, we need everybody in chat, everybody shouting save. We need everybody to get behind him.
Life on the line. Who do
Life on the
you
line?
think would score a goal for Bandits if there's to fall one?
I think there's gonna be a crazy shout. I think ZCD's because he sits up there. One's gonna just go through, and he's a P3.
greasy little goal.
Yeah.
He's a
yeah,
greasy
true,
gremlin, bro. Trust me, I
Yeah.
know. He scored a few of them for my team back in the day, and he just knows where the net is, and he just kind of sits up there. He might get just blend in that the ice out there.
What if
But-
we commentate from the desk?
I
I
mean,
think
I
I'm gonna
can't
go
even
back
s-
down to the ice. I think.
I
I
can't even
do.
see it, bro.
You guys can have fun on the desk. I actually have a job to do. Unfortunately, I am being paid to be here, and luckily, I'm not all alone because my good friend Stan V is here. Stan V, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. Boston has more goals than Houston has shots, so I think it's going okay. I'm having a good time grabbing some snacks and not watching the game, but I'm having a
Hey,
good time.
Stan V, here's a question for you. If Youppi was a Clash Royale card, how much elixir would he cost?
I don't know. I don't play that game.
Oh my god.
But like a lot, probably like double of like, I don't know. How much is a log?
How much is the log? It's 2.
Okay, then he's like 8.
Oh my god, Youppi, very expensive card. And Siphon with a very nice shot. Demoni kind of gets beaten out. That one was a very far shot all the way from the blue line on the boards. That one goes rocking past Demoni, right back into the net. And that officially means Mercy Rule is activated, if I'm correct. It is.
Yes, Ben, thoughts on this goal?
Man, who let Siphon get a hat trick, bro?
He has a hat trick.
What a
It's
tragedy.
Siffin's second hat trick of the season, by the way.
Ooh,
Oh my
okay.
God, and what fashion, dude. Holy.
Siphon kind of nasty with it.
Inspirational.
All right, it's been It was Youppi first. It was Siphon second. Both of these players have hat tricks, and with 5 minutes left in this game, all we can do is sit and watch the carnage that has taken over. It is 7. It is 0. Let me repeat: 7-0. Houston has not found a goal. They haven't even found that many shots. ZozPixel sitting in that goal, being very bored. All he wants to do is play the game a little bit, but Youppi is just sending slot passes anywhere he wants to. CDS is going to be able to clear that one out, but Siphon almost able to steal that one back. This time, Borderline Dumb able to get some action forward at least, but 7 Josh just going to be able to shut that one right down. Borderline Dumb takes it away, almost finds the shot, but Youppi just comes running in from the middle of the ice, preventing that opportunity from taking shape and
Sloth.
paying 2K. 7 Josh sending it up the boards. Youppi continuing that progress. Just going to jump right back to the bench as he does so, letting Siphon get a little bit more action on that puck, but Borderline Dumb is going to be able to beat him out, at least for the time being. Gets it past Gozy Ferret as well, finds a shot, and finds a goal! Borderline Dumb makes sure that this Houston team doesn't die without a fight.
And Mercy Rule's back off. It was a goal from Borderline Dumb. And it was actually a good goal. I mean, Borderline is a player that can produce, especially like he likes those deep shots and just taking it up, playing it relatively simple. And I mean, it trickles by, and there's no life, but it was a goal.
Yeah, and just a very smart shot too. He saw where ZozPixel was positioned. He saw how open that strong side was, and just is able to slot one right by him. ZozPixel probably just not expecting that shot to go there, and he can't get the glove as a result. Just a super smart shot from a very smart player, and Ghosty Ferret wants to respond immediately,
no.
but this time Demoni, unstoppable, unbeatable. Demoni is an unbelievable goalie.
Bro said
Sorry.
save as he made the save.
He said that's why he's so good at it. Okay, I did my whole. I'm doing that every single time Demoni gets a block. By the way, I hope you know that.
That was a banger. Let's look over that banger real quick. We got to put the replay up for that shot right there.
I know. Just the replay of Demoni making the save is huge, honestly.
No, the Ghosty Ferret shot right there.
Ghosty Ferret shot. Oh man, Ardonsky going forward, but this time Frumpy Bear just steals it away. Oh no, Adonsky still causing problems. Alien is lurking, trying to get a little bit of offense going, but poor Alien is lurking, has found nothing. Alien is lurking, one of the stars from last season's JBHL. Unfortunately, he's been drafted to an unfortunate Houston team. They haven't been able to find much of anything, and he hasn't been able to contribute very much. But believe me, Alien is lurking can still be super dangerous. He's a super techie player. You give him space, he will move that puck like you haven't seen a puck move before. Konechny trying to get it past, but Youppi is going to be beaten out by Ardonsky on the defense. It's a nice crouch to stop Youppi, at least for the time being, but Youppi still wants to run it forward. This time Siphon. I just noticed the bear that's just sitting in the arena. I forget that Boston has that. Just their friendly neighborhood bear called Grizz.
Here, maybe put him on the rink so it would actually be an entertaining game.
Honestly, I don't know if the Houston team would especially appreciate a bear chasing after them, but maybe the ice would make it a little bit difficult. It'd be easier to get away when you're on skates.
The real Mercy Rule is the bear.
I don't know if that's the Mercy Rule. That's like more pain rule.
That's just
The more
mercy,
su-
bro. We need some mercy.
Is it better to get your... Oh my God, Demoni! Demoni! He's the greatest! Sorry. Boston, doing it one more time. 7 Josh. Getting up for Siphon. Siphon trying to beat out Borderline Dumb. Borderline Dumb takes a big shot, but that one's going to go straight to ZozPixel's chest. He's going to be able to stop that one. 7 Josh, still behind that puck, rolling it forward, and Youppi going to send an open slot past Siphon all the way by himself. And Siphon, what? What? It's not even
Bro.
a post abuse. That's the wrong post to abuse. Where do you-
That was kind of tough from Demoni, bro. He stopped. He didn't press his keyboard.
His aura.
He didn't press his keyboard. He just stopped moving and he still missed.
What was that? I
That
don't
was
know,
aura,
dude.
bro. And a shot
I'm
from
so-
J-Mo and save.
Demoni! 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 I love that, man.
What a save. Inspirational work. And he's watching down Jamo 7-1. He's literally getting Braziled and looking Jamo in the eyes.
I know. He's so tough. He's so tough.
Inspirational. Good work from Demoni.
Alien is lurking. Is going to try to win the face-off, but just jumps over the puck, doing a little bit of hopscotch. Konechny is going to beat out Ghosty Ferret in 1:20 left. The crowd is
Oh my God,
chanting,
shot.
hey, goodbye, but we knew that from the first period. They should have been chanting this in the first period. I don't know why they're chanting it now. Seems poorly timed from the crowd, at least. A little bit rude, to say the very least. Jamo is going to get... He's going to be caused problems because Konechny's out on the ice. Konechny beats out Ghosty Ferret as well, but Konechny just going to pull it back in the
Oh,
middle
what a
of the
play
ice.
from Demoni.
I know.
What a play from Demoni. Oh my God, he almost got an assist.
Imagine the goalie assist would be so sick, especially from Demoni. Ardonsky in the corner trying to find a slot pass, but from people. Oh my God, Ardonsky just takes it all by himself.
Got burned. Ardonsky.
Ghosty Ferret is going to have to take it again, and with 40 seconds left on the clock, well, it feels like it was predestined from the first, or at least not even from the first part of the first, from the first half of the first period. The outcome of this game has been preordained, but Youppi just wants to put the nail in the coffin. He isn't able to beat out Demoni this time, and the post abuse is not good enough either. This time it will be stopped. This time Youppi will be shut down. One a little bit too little and a little bit too late, but still it feels good at least for a Houston team to show a little bit. This is
What is
not-
that TMM, bro?
I do not understand.
That was actually fire. That was amazing. That was
Either
such
way,
a good TMM.
It's the Grizzlies 7-1. They destroy the Houston Bandits. Stan V, what do you got?
That was an amazing TMM play right there, bro, to block another shot from Siffin. Honestly, the best TMM we've ever seen. And it should recall the whole game, honestly. But anyway, yeah. Great game. Not really, but fantastic game day, though. A lot of crazy games, some boring games, and some hype games. We had it all. But that will do it for the Blockey Hockey Day. Sheep, any final message from you?
No, believe me, I do, ladies and gentlemen. If you hockey, well, just because we're ending the stream today doesn't mean that the Blockey stops, because coming up tomorrow, Thursday, it's the Junior Blockey Hockey. That's where all the youngest talents rising up from. They're starting on Thursday with a 3-game series when the Chilliwack Chiefs take on the Tampa Bay Bullfrogs. That's starting 7:30 p.m. EST. If you want more BHL action, well, guess what? It's coming to you on Friday with a 2-game series when the Orlando Storm take on the Carolina Cobras. That's also starting 7:30 p.m. EST. Your refs for tonight have been Color Derp Wapex and Winner 16. Your streamers have been Demoni and the fantastic Color Derp. I've been Sheep 03. Good night, everybody.